Hello YouTube. This is Dwarf Fortress, although you know that. It's in the thumbnail, it's sort of implied in the title. Come on, get up to speed for fuck's sake. I wish you were more like Twitch. Anyway, see that pandering to the live chat? It's amazing. That's crowd work. That's what they call it in the stage world. Right, let's have a look at the fortress, shall we? What was happening? There were events unfolding at the end of last stream, and I want to check before I unpause that we're not missing something. I see a few people standing here in the entryway, and there's a little sensation, a little tingle at the back of my memory that suggests we may be getting traders in. Were traders arriving at the end of last stream, or am I very much mistaken? What about you? What are you? That's Macho. He's an actual fortress denizen. Kogan, Fisher Dwarf. I don't see any traders here. Piss Sweets and Corkay, all very normal members of the fortress. They could be at the edge of the screen. Tidy likes pickles. That's nice. I like pickles in as far as one might pickle onions or have a gherkin, say, but I dislike pickles from Nightmare. Sorry to the actor who played him. It's not your fault. Just the character. I hate it. Stop it. Treyguard was enough. We didn't need pickles. Come on. Come on. Unbelievable. Sorry, a little bit late to the fray there. Probably a bit past the time where that kind of critique could have any influence, but never mind. So, I don't see any traders, but if I press U, we will see others. 37, yeah, merchants. And presumably they're not the elves on their way out. Hopefully they're humans or dwarves on the way in. That would be lovely. Okay, we seem to be setting up a trap array just past the trade depot, which I think is a good idea. We could have a surface assault again at any moment. We had goblins last time. It could be worse next time. Or just a larger volume goblin incursion. There's no reason you have to have more powerful enemies. Just have more of them. Just more. The farms look okay. I don't know why we have a miner up with the sheep. That doesn't seem like it should be happening, but okay. We'll let that carry on. We'll ignore it for now. Hopefully it won't blow up in our faces later as something a lot more controversial. Let's have a look down here. It looks like I've dug out... yes. I dug out a stoneworks for industry, and I've also started making space for other stuff. I think my intention was to put woodworking, but I appear to have put a bar block stockpile and various... Oh, yes. Okay, this is our various furniture and crafted things stockpile. Yeah, that's good. So we're basically moving everything from over here in our startup dump area where we put all of our stuff, and we're moving it into a new, more organised space. Oh, we could do a nice little anvil stockpile. How many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 anvils. Well, isn't that convenient? Let's... Oh, hang on. Don't get distracted, Scott. Don't get distracted. We're looking at the fortress. We're checking for things. Do we have any moods? I don't think we have any moods on the go. I don't think I would have abandoned the game mid-mood. We do have a vampire. I don't see where that vampire is, which could be an indicator of trouble to come. But hopefully not. If we keep going down, I also have an inkling that I was doing something about hooking up bridges to close off caverns, and it looks like we've largely got on top of that. So that's nice. That's lovely. This is the little tunnel that isn't yet blocked with a cavern. A cavern with a cavern baffle bridge. There's a cavern baffle bridge. There's cavern baffle sans bridge. Oh, hello. Even more activity. Oh, there's a bridge being built down here, which presumably means we're going to hit cavern. Oh, of course, yeah, cavern, duh. And then it goes on past here. No cavern baffles needed at this depth, really, is there? If we keep going down further, we'll be... Oh, I think, in fact, we did hit magma, didn't we? We hit hot rock. And now we're not actually digging any deeper, and I think we're going to spread out on this bottom floor and have a little look and see what we can find. Isn't it exciting? Isn't it exciting? Probably not. It's probably the most tedious introduction of a fortress ever, but we're on the go now. We're moving. We're moving, don't worry. I'm unpausing. I'm just going to... Oh, marked 3 items for trade. That's a clue. That's a sign that says, yes, traders are on their way. And I think here they are, look. Coming along. No, that's a miner and some kind of... What are you? I don't know. Looks like some kind of doctor going outside. Interesting. Come on, traders. We've brought a ton of spiked wooden balls into our depot, and I think you're going to be very pleased with the prices we can offer. Let's call Sal to get in there so she can come and do some trading. Oh, they've got some wagons in there too. That's nice. I like a couple of wagons turning up. Edem Vabokdodok, the mayor, has been re-elected. Vabokdodok. What a name. Bax Baruxos. I like the name Bax, that's pretty good. On behalf of the Merchants Guild, let me extend greetings to your people. There is much to discuss. Okay. Tell us more. There is much to share. Intimation added to civilization. Oh, okay. Sorry, I just remembered. This is just the old boring, tedious nonsense they bugger on about. Shh. Relax. It's going to be fine. We don't need to talk. We just want to trade. That's all we're here for. We're only into you for your trade goods. Has Sal made it there yet? Nope. She's currently having a drink. Oh, that's good. I'm sure she'll be well lubricated when it comes to negotiating with the traders. Very handy. Hello, Dragonfire. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. Again, of course. Not for the first time. Heavens, no. We've got some traders in. Is Sal there yet? Did I miss her entrance? Nope, she's still drinking. She's still knocking back the bevies. Draining tins. Slamming cans. And various other euphemistic phrases for alcohol problems. Come on, dwarves. Speed up a bit. We want to get these traders traded with. The last one sat in the depot completely unattended for like days, possibly weeks. Come on. Still no Sal. I didn't see her go in, so I wasn't expecting to get a positive result there, but hey-oh. Oh, what's this? It's not Sal, that's a mason. Come on, Sal. Get a move on. Get yourself in that trade depot. We've got to get some commerce on the go before something happens to distract us. Wait, we don't have any ongoing incursions, do we? No weird creatures? Better hit the U key just to be sure. We do have a forgotten beast on the premises, but is that really an issue, or is that one trapped somewhere? Let's have a quick look. Oh, dented left lower leg. Ooh. A three-eyed oriole. What's an oriole? Let's hit Google. Oriole. Welcome to Oriole Bar in London, Farringdon. Okay, that doesn't tell me anything. Oh, it's a kind of bird. It's a black and yellow bird with little white markings on its wings. Oh, pretty. That's lovely. Ah, close. American Elm got it right. They preempted me. They preempted my Google, and they correctly said it's a bird. Whereas Druid's Mead says, isn't it a biscuit? It's close. The biscuit is an Oreo. And hopefully people won't find this too offensive, but personally, I hate Oreos. They're disgusting. Cheapo biscuits. Get custard creams. Come on, treat yourself. Don't abuse yourself. A Baltimore Oreo is a beauty. Well, the picture I saw on Google was quite attractive. A nipple-shaped biscuit. No, that's an areole. Oh, hello. What a perfect time. How are you doing? Can I refill your water? Yes, I can. Are you gonna... We're live on the internet. Could you cover...
Someone said invaders.
They did. Tidy's noticed that you've come to invade. Excuse me. I'm just going to have to mute the microphone and go and get a bottle of water for this little one. So I'll be back in a moment. You just enjoy this lovely screen of text. It's going to be perfectly timed reading. It's going to be great. Back in a bit. Bye. Don't you read chat. There we go. Yes. Now I know why I fear the night. Let's get back in here. Bosh! Hope that was a fun little bit of reading there. An Oriole is an American baseball team. Oh. Heavens above. Named after the bird. Surely. Where were we? What was I doing? I've been completely derailed by my child. Looking at the description of Forgotten... Oh, I was trying to find out where the Forgotten Beast was to make sure that it wasn't a risk to ignore it while we traded. Let's have a look. Peeky-boo. V, no, Z, that's the one we want, isn't it? Oh, it's down here in the caverns. What could possibly go wrong? It doesn't mention it having wings, which normally is a prerequisite for flight, but maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Does it matter? Is it locked behind it? It's locked behind a bridge. It doesn't matter. It's fine. No need to panic. Let's unpause the game and give Sal a chance to make her way to the depot for a bit of traderino. Traderoony? Tradely Wadley? You gonna get out there, Sal? She's currently sleeping. Oh, well, that's amazing. That's interesting. That's what you call dedication. Oh. It's a good job I drank this. It's right on the cusp of becoming unpleasantly cool. Or maybe just unpleasantly warm. I don't know. Well, it must be getting cool, because it's not getting warmer, is it? Then again, in this weather, who fucking knows? I'm a right sweaty fella right now. Can you see this sheen on my forehead? It is quite warm. Mind you, I did close the doors to avoid my neighbours hearing the stream. If you want to hear it, gotta watch it on Twitch, okay? Good. There we go. How dare you pirate my stream by living next door to me? Very rude. Come on. Oh, there goes a baby. And it looks like it was being carried by Sal. We have trade capability. Let's go. So, how many balls can I plop on the table? Well, 15 grand's worth in that bin, and 26 grand's worth in the next bin. So I don't think we're going to have trouble looking for trade value. Let's have a look at what they've brought. I'm going to buy all their bars. Why not? Let's just get them to hand. And you know what? We're pretty rich. These balls are very valuable. Let's buy all of their fucking gems as well. All their blocks. Fuck it, let's buy all their blocks. All their raw glass. Why not? Screw it. Clay. Shit, we can buy clay. We can use clay. We've got kilns. We have no idea how to use them, but we installed them. And do we need to buy ropes? Doesn't matter. I'm going to do it. I'm going nuts. I'm going to finish on the hemp rope. I don't think we need to buy all of their rope. We need to buy a bit here and there, but not all of it. Oh, some water skins. Nah, we'll be alright for those. Oh, a copper athrab. We have our first musical instrument. Let's take a little peek at it. It's only worth 130, but it's probably quite nice. We'll have a little look and find out. Let's pause the old swirler in the background first. This is a copper athrab. The drum is made from copper. The head is made from giant green tree frog leather. The athrab is a mid-sized handheld percussion instrument. It consists of an hourglass metal drum with a leather head. The musician strikes the head. The instrument has a nearly 2-octave range, going from a mid-high to a very high pitch. Tuning is accomplished by adjusting the tension of the head. The instrument has a strong, vibrating, rugged timbre. Okay, so, strong, vibrating, and rugged. Well, for a drum, I'm thinking dum 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 ding 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 ding. I don't know about rugged, but I think it was strong. Strongish. Well, it sounded more rugged than strong, to be fair. And it wasn't very vibraty, was it? But drums are difficult to make. I mean, the sound of. They're difficult to mimic. It's much easier to do stringed instruments and stuff. Ah, a clear glass gesso. We're going to buy that, by the way. We're also going to buy this. In fact, we're going to buy all the musical instruments, even before I've had a look at them. Sight unseen. What does a clear glass gesso look like? This is a clear glass gesso. The frame is made from clear glass. The body is made from clear glass. The strings are made from silver. This object menaces with spikes of well-crafted serpentine. On the item is an exceptionally designed image of Kisho Square Focus the human and humans in Galena. Kisho Square Focus is surrounded by the humans. The artwork relates to the ascension of the human Kisho Square Focus to the position of lawgiver to the kingdom of fealty in 213. On the item is an image of a many-pointed star in native gold. The gesso is a large, stationary, metal-stringed instrument with a glass frame and a glass body. The strings are suspended from the frame down to the body, and the musician plucks the 2 strings. 2. Tuning is accomplished by pegs. The instrument has a 3.5-octave range, going from an extremely low to a middle pitch. The instrument has a thin, strained, even timbre. Okay, so if it's extremely low, I feel like we're going to need the aid of the pitch shifter to really do this instrument any kind of justice. Now, I've got it set to -12 already. I want to see how much blend we want on this. Do we prefer it medium? Well, let's try it dry first. This is dry, no pitch shifter applied. And we're going to go for like a low glass with silver strings. How does a silver string vibrate a low thing? Thin, strained, and even. Ding! Ding! That's not even, is it? That's very lumpy. Ding! I'm changing tone. Ding! 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 There it is dry. If we mix it up a bit, put a little bit of the old pitch shifter into it, we'll make it medium. Call it damp. Ding! 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 Or we can have it wet. Let's have a little go wet and see what it sounds like. How do we prefer it, chat? Do we prefer it dry or do we prefer it wet? I mean, these are the terms written on the actual pitch shifter's interface. I'm not saying, is this exciting you in a manner that causes moistness? I'm not asking that question. I'm asking if you prefer it with the effect applied fully or partially. And I don't know if I'm going to get any response from chat, because a few of you will by now be reaching to just leave. You'll be going, this is too much. I don't think I can put up with this for the next 20 minutes, maybe even an hour, possibly 3. I think it's going to be too much. Oh, it seems chat has no opinion, so we'll just assume that was a perfectly acceptable rendition of this instrument. I'm certainly interested by the gesso. It seems like an intriguing one, and I like an instrument with a lot of glass in. A lot of glass is a bold move for instrumentation. Well, Ravelin, it means like how much you're mixing the effect in. If it's dry, it's just the unchanged like sound. There we go. I'll just talk with it, and I'll give you a demonstration here. This is mixed, so I've got a pitch shifter it's playing my voice, and then it's shifting it down 12 pitches, whatever. I don't know. I'm not a music person, and then it's adding that to my voice, so we get both. So when I go ho 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 ho, you get a sort of dwarfy sound, but it'd be ho 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 ho. If I didn't, that's dry, and then we wetten it, put it in full wet, and it goes ho 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 ho, etc. Do you understand now, or has that made it even more confusing? Have I doubled down on the confusion? I'm just glad it didn't sound like bagpipes. Maybe try it with a shanty tempo. Oh, shanty tempo. I do like a bit of Sea of Thieves, to be honest. I like to listen to the shanties in that. By the way, apparently in an update that wasn't actually recent, it's been a little while now, you can select which one you're playing. Oh. God, that's going to be great. Can't wait to get back on it. Anyway, the earthenware nupto. The nupto and the gesso. Oh, sounds good. I like it. Let's have a look at a nupto. What does it do? It sounds like it has something to do with marriage. This is a finely crafted earthenware nupto. The frame is made from earthenware. The body is made from silver. The strings are made from forgotten beast silk. The nupto is a tiny hand-held silk-stringed instrument with a ceramic frame and a metal body. The strings are suspended from the frame down to the body, and the musician plucks the 6 strings, like a hand guitar. Tuning is accomplished by pegs. Tuning is also possible using small levers. The instrument has a 4-octave range, going from a middle to an extremely high pitch. At all pitches, the instrument has a thin, choppy, focused timbre. It has 2 registers. The low register has a vibrating, harsh, nasal timbre, and the high register begins at high pitch and has a delicate, vibrating, piercing timbre. Okay, so it's always choppy and focused, which a more ambiguous pair of words used to describe music I have not heard. But it's also, at the low register, vibrating, harsh, and nasal. So it's a tiny little hand guitar. I'm imagining a hand harp. That's what I'm imagining. With pegs and small levers. So it's got little levers. It's like a little harp in your hand with little levers on the side that change the tuning of the strings. And then so you do that, and you go harsh and nasal. Low register. How low though? How low? Extremely high pitch to a middle. Say middle.
Ding 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 ding.
That's the. Is that choppy? Is it choppy? It's nasal, for sure.
It was nasal. I was doing it right through my nose. Couldn't help being nasal.
But I'm not sure about choppy. Vibrating and harsh.
Ding 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 ding.
Anyway, how about the next register? High register begins at high pitch. It has a delicate, vibrating, piercing timbre. Okay. Delicate, vibrating, piercing.
Ding 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 ding.
Maybe? I don't know. I don't know if Wagner was the right choice for a tiny hand harp, but I gave it a go. Do a one-man band show. At one point there was the idea of making a video of just musical instruments from Dwarf Fortress, but maybe we'll get there. Maybe I'll start editing videos and uploading them to YouTube rather than just big lumps of gameplay, but have I done that in the last nearly 10 years? Not really. What else have we got here? We've got an earthenware omli. Omli? Omli. I'm going to go with omli. Have we seen an omli before? It feels familiar, but let's give it a look anyway. Let's give it a look. 750. This is an earthenware omli. It is encircled with bands of well-crafted eagle bone and well-crafted briolet-cut rhodolites. The yoke is made from earthenware. The sound chest is made from earthenware. The strings are made from copper. The bow is made from iron. The omli is a mid-sized, hand-held, metal-stringed instrument with a ceramic yoke and a ceramic body. The strings are suspended from the yoke down to the body, and the musician plays the 36 strings with a metal bow. Tuning is accomplished by pegs. Tuning is also possible using small levers. The instrument has a 4.5 octave range, going from a mid-low to an extremely high pitch. The instrument has a clear, broad, fluid timbre. Okay, so it goes from mid-low to extremely high pitch. It has to be clear, broad, and fluid. Okay, interesting. So it's a mid-sized ceramic. So it's like a dinner plate banjo. Is that how am I interpreting this correctly? It's like a dinner plate, a ceramic dinner plate with essentially it's a banjo violin with a dinner plate for the body. Is that how it works? A banjolin? A vanjo? I mean, the names are interesting, if nothing else. And someone plays it with the bow. So I'm imagining, I don't know why, I'm imagining them resting it on their stomach and holding it with the strings facing them. I don't know if my posture is demonstrating my point here, but and they get the string and they do it like this. So I'm thinking it's got like a quality to the sound. Let's have a look. What does it say? Clear, broad, fluid, clear and broad. Broad, clear and fluid? Very ambiguous terms again. Clear and broad. So I'm imagining like a but broad. I don't know why I'm assuming opening my mouth really wide gives it the quality of broadness, but it's worth a try. And fluid though. Fluid. For some reason I tend to interpret fluid as kind of like a gargly, wet sound. But I don't know. Clear, broad and fluid? That's really unpleasant, isn't it? It's quite an unpleasant sound. It's also never going to get to the super high pitch. Mind you, I have a pitch shifter. I could do that. No, the whistle doesn't work. I think we're just going to have to go with a kind of maybe? Knocked my mouse over. That was exciting. I don't know. I feel like this is a difficult instrument to get to grips with. We may have to come back to the Omli in later trades. We'll buy it. We'll buy it anyway. What about an alabaster lugu? A lugu. Got some beautiful quantities of instruments coming up. Lugus, kashmez, nuktus, omel, gesso. It's unbelievable. We've got a practical orchestra coming in. So, an alabaster lugu, what do you look like? What do you lugu like? This is an alabaster lugu. The drum is made from alabaster. The head is made from giant white stork leather. The hammers are made from high wood. This object is adorned with hanging rings of finely crafted sardonyx and menaces with spikes of crystal opal. The lugu is a mid-sized handheld percussion instrument. It consists of an hourglass stone drum with a leather head. The musician strikes the head with wooden hammers. The instrument has a 1.5 octave range, going from a mid-high to a very high pitch. Tuning is accomplished by adjusting the tension of the head. The instrument has a strong, bright, focused, vibrating timbre. So it's a stone drum with a leather head. I mean, how much sound can it make? How varying a sound. Ding, 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 ding. Focused, vibrating. I think ding sounds focused. Strong and bright also. Ding, 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 but vibrating. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding, ding. That doesn't sound like a drum anymore. Ding, 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 ding. That sounds more like a Scooby-Doo spit take moment, but, you know, we'll see what happens. Hello, Fuzzy. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. Good to see you. As you can see, we're doing some musical instrument trading, not with elves. I think these are humans, although I'm not entirely sure. They could be dwarves. I wasn't paying enough attention at the beginning. I was too excited to get in and start delving into their musical earthenware kashmez supply. Let's have a little look here. What does an earthenware kashmez do? This is an earthenware kashmez. The kashmez is a mid-sized, handheld, conical bore wind instrument. The musician blows across the end hole. The musician selects the pitch by pressing keys to stop holes. The instrument has a 3.5 octave range, going from a low to a high pitch. It has 3 registers. The low register has a raspy, muddy timbre. So, it's you blow across the end hole, and you select the pitch by pressing keys to stop holes. And it's a ceramic, handheld wind instrument. Okay, I'm imagining like a ceramic pipe that branches in like a sort of like curve going to a straight line forward, like 2 flutes coming off of a curved kind of shape, coming down to 2 radially arrayed keyboards either side, one on each pipe. So it forms a sort of like there's the blowhole that you blow across, and then it comes down like that, and you've got the keyboard like that, and you hold onto it like that and go boop, 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 like you're blowing across the top of a bottle, and then you use the keys on the call them the balls, and we go boop, 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 boop. But I'm not sure that's how it sounds. We need to check that. The low register has a raspy, muddy timbre. So let's have a little look. Boop, 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 boop. Muddy, raspy. That sounded too wet. Raspy. Boop, 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 boop. But not muddy. Does that sound muddy? Actually, that could sound quite muddy. Boop, 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 boop. The middle register begins at mid-low pitch and has an evolving, reedy, warm timbre. Evolving? No, that's no good. That's too much like the last side, the last section of the musical's notes. Evolving, reedy, warm timbre. Okay. Is that warm? Revolving? The high register begins at mid-high pitch and has a full, quavering, strident timbre. Yes, there's nothing like putting the word quavering next to strident and expecting someone to extract sense from it like that. Okay, full, quavering and strident timbre in high pitch. Okay, that was a terrible piece of music, but it worked. Enough. It gave me the idea of what it sounded like. It is humans. I want to know, sorry. There are some stones that ring like a bell when you hit them. Intriguing. I have to look this up. I want to know if someone new opened the stream during the instrument section, what would they think? I think they'd fucking go away. They'd be like, oh, this is not for me. I've got to leave now. I'll go and find something normal to watch. I did see a video where they got one of the drummers from, like, I don't know, Blur or Coldplay or some band like that, and they took him to a museum and showed him these drum stones, like Stone Age drums, and like they were like, can you make a piece of music using this? We know it was used as a drum. I can't remember how they proved that it was used as a drum, but you sort of like had to hit it with stones to make the sounds. It was interesting. Can't remember that. It was like a British museum thing, I think. Could be wrong though. Could be anything. It is humans I'm trading with, since they speak of our unparalleled craftsmanship. If they were dwarves, they would greet us from the mountain home. Ah, yes. The stone bells have been mentioned in dwarf instruments before. It was a massive organ-like thing with those stone bells instead of pipes. I remember. In fact, I think we've had a couple of those. I think there might have been a few instances of big bell organs. Bell organs? I don't think that works. Sounds weird. Yeah, you don't want to be pulling an enormous stone bell organ down the corridors of the fortress. That would be a problem. So, full quavering strident. I think I did that. I think I did that in the style of Ennio Morricone. We've seen the lugu, and next it's hammers, puzzle boxes, etc., etc. Let's get back to the Simon Swerwer and start thinking of something else other than making weird sounds, because I know we've been going for an hour, and I would guess that probably a quarter of that has been me going beep, beep, making weird noises. So let's get on with something sensible, shall we? We already have 8,890 trade credits on the table. Let's see if we can make this worthwhile. Do we want magpies? Not really. Do I want an eagle? You know what? I feel like there might actually be something cool in having an eagle. If we get them together, let's see what we can do. If we can get together a nice load of eagle eggs, I think that's going to sell, right? We can trade eagle eggs, boiled eagle eggs. I reckon someone would be up for that. Although, having said that, these are male birds, aren't they? So maybe they're not that useful. Do we really want a male eagle? He's not going to lay us any fucking slug cage. Lead slug cage? That sounds revolting. How do you keep a slug in a cage? It's got to be pretty fucking big. Or very, very finely placed cage bars, right? I don't like the look of that. That sounds fucking horrible. So much so that I'm no longer interested in buying male eagles to lay eggs. Ugh. Let's get on with the rest of it. Let's find out what else they've got here. Hound of Endok extract, copperhead snake venom. Oh my goodness, it's taking a dark turn. Their trade goods suddenly seem very dangerous and worrying. Copper picks? Do I need more copper picks? I shouldn't. We've got so much stuff that we could make our own fucking copper picks, easy peasy. Let's not buy that shit. Breastplates? Nah, not interested in any armour. Shields, chests, seed bags, blah blah. Whipvine flour, llama wool. It's so hot, I might have to open the back door in a minute. A groundhog leather bag. I won't do the same joke I was doing last time. It'll be embarrassing. Reason Tames Beast leather bag. Sure, not really interested in buying it though. A giant wolfbone figurine of a werewolf. Now this is interesting. Let's buy that. That's kind of cool. It's like someone suddenly brought an action figure in. This is a giant wolfbone figurine of a werewolf. The item is an image of a werewolf in giant wolfbone. It is encircled with bands of rectangular rhodolite cabochons. It's less exciting in the description, but still, took my fancy. I bought it. We've got the money. It's not like I'm going to be going short for it. Do we want to buy some cut gems? You know what? To have them on hand. Just for the sake of having them. I'm also going to buy all their anvils, just in case we ever need to melt down a shitload of anvils. And here comes all the food. We'll buy all of it. Prepared mule kidneys. We want some giant dingo liver, chopped. Frill shark brain. Yeah, lovely. I love it all. Let's get it. Perch, squid, black bullhead, chicory, ratweed, asparagus, capers, grapes, bitter vetch leaves, red spinach. And then we're now into bags. Fine, we'll just keep those. We don't have to worry about the overspend. Skirts, backpacks, corkscrews, serrated iron discs, pig cheese. Oh, I love a bit of cheese. Let's buy all the cheese. There we go. And then some splints. Sure, why not? Just chuck a few on top, just for the sake of it. And then we can start looking at the books. Exciting. The History of Spiralworthy. Show me more. What's it all about? Well, I'm from the title, I'm having a good guess. This is a well-crafted rope-reed scroll. It is encircled with bands of muskox bone. It is made from rope-reed cloth. The rollers are made from anhydrite. Written on the item is a guide entitled The History of Spiralworthy, authored by Athfi Embraced Test. It concerns the fort Spiralworthy. The writing artfully indulges the author's fancies. Overall, the prose is great. Oh, very nice. We won't be buying it, we don't have a library yet, but we'll take note and maybe get a copy down the line. Giant Cardinal Parchment Scroll, a treatise on the village. Now this one has a very tedious sounding name. This is a finely crafted Wolf of Fatab parchment scroll. The rollers are made from bauxite. Written on the item is a guide entitled A Treatise on the Village, authored by Unib Tundraboards. It concerns the hamlet. Big conflicts. Sounds like a peaceful place. The writing could only have been produced by a merciful spirit. Overall, the prose is not awful, but not very good either. Oh dear. Big conflicts. I mean, I really want there to be a battle there, right? It feels like it's got a bit of nominative determinism baked in, doesn't it? Those are large gems. They can't be used for artifacts or decorating items. Oh. We'll display them or something, I don't know. Buy the books and start a library. Oh, is it time for a library? I've still got other things to do. I thought a library was more of a thing you moved into down the line, when you've got a more established fortress. But I suppose we could. Gems in guild halls. That sounds like a fairly easy way to start pumping up the value. We'll buy the books then. Okay, we'll buy the books. We might not actually build a library for them, but we will be buying the books. So, History of Spiralworthy, Treatise on the Village, Bronze Omni Strings, Nupto Frame, an obsidian-bound codex. Now this sounds exciting. I love a bit of obsidian. Let's take a look. This is a well-crafted, obsidian-bound codex. The written portion consists of a one-page guide entitled The Fort for Everyone, authored by Toulon Spear Ruler. It concerns the fort drive folds. The writing moves quickly from subject to subject, and it has some particularly crisp changes in topic. Overall, the prose is splendid. Wow. One page. And they've bothered to make it into a codex, so it's got covers and a spine and everything. Sure. I mean, it's going to have to be particularly crisp if you want to get through several topics in one page. Jesus. Okay, well, it's an intriguing book. We'll buy it. An anhydrite-bound codex, excuse me. A little sniffle there. This is an anhydrite-bound codex. It is encircled with bands of oval orthoclase cabochons. This object is adorned with hanging rings of kunzite and giant leopard cloth. The written portion consists of a 48-page guide entitled A Humble Offering to the Mountain Home, authored by Athifi Embrace Test. It concerns the fortress Boarded Rims. The writing artfully indulges the author's fancies. Overall, the prose is passable. Well, tell me more about Boarded Rims. Another obsidian-bound codex. Let's hope this one's a good one. This is an obsidian-bound codex. It is decorated with giant black bear bone and encircled with bands of oval stibnite cabochons. This object menaces with spikes of persimmon wood. The written portion consists of a 135-page guide entitled The Fort, Principles and Practice, authored by Toulon Spear Ruler. It concerns the fort drive folds. The writing is fairly cheerful. Overall, the prose is passable. Nice. Cheerful fortress descriptions. That's nice. It's good. Little tour writing, little travelogue. Lovely. A selenite-bound codex. Let's take a peek at that. This is a selenite-bound codex. The written portion consists of a one-page guide entitled The Hidden Meaning of the Mountain Home. It concerns the fortress authored portals. The writing uses only artful words and phrases selected with care. Overall, the prose is passable. Nice, I like it. Basalt-bound codex, so many codices. This is a well-crafted basalt-bound codex. It is decorated with crafted pecan wood. This object is adorned with hanging rings of giant wren bone. On the item is an image of an amphibian man in willow. The written portion consists of a one-page guide. They love their one-page guides, entitled Meditations on the Mountain Home. One-page guides about the mountain homes. All feels very propaganda-y, very propaganda leaflety. It concerns the hillocks sling doors. The writing gets off track from time to time on one page. It gives a feeling of compassion here and there. Overall, the prose is amateurish at best. Oh, tragedy. Oh, well, it can go in the library, never mind. And then we've got a petrified wood-bound codex, followed by a chromite-bound codex. Oh, I'm excited by the chromite one. Is chromite all shiny and chrome? Is that how it works? Does it get witnessed? This is a petrified wood-bound codex. This object menaces with spikes of well-crafted giant ibex hoof. On the item is a finely designed image of narrow crescents in magnetite. The written portion consists of a one-page essay entitled Perseverance and the Universe. It concerns the value of perseverance. The writing is fairly cheerful. Overall, the prose is great. Oh, nice. Great. Wonderful. Let's have a look at the chromite one. How does that sound? This is a chromite-bound codex. The written portion consists of a 73-page guide entitled It is Spiral-Worthy, authored by Bin Abbeyplunged. It concerns the Fort Spiral-Worthy. The writing is very compassionate, and it has a very serious tone. Overall, the prose is amateurish at best. 73 pages. Fucking hell, it's an epic odyssey. Can't believe anything so long has been made. A catastrophe of Cognizant parchment shet. Nice, I'm guessing that's supposed to be a sheet. And that looks like we've gone through everything of interest. We've tagged up 17 grand's worth of trade goods. So it means we can just bang this ball bin on the table. Bang the ball bin on the table, 15 grand, and we're only missing a couple of grand. So, with that in mind, let's do a few... No, not this bin. Next bin. Next bin. A few balls out of the bin, take their profit up to 5 grand. There we go, do a trade. How does it work? Are you sure you want to trade the selected goods? Sure. Aquos seems pleased with the trading. Lovely. Aquos, what a name. Very watery. Powerful name. Looks like we're running low on spike balls. We only have about 22 grand's worth of them left. So, once everything's been hauled out of the trade depot, we'll start putting in orders for balls. Then again, will we? Let's take a look down at our crafting area and see what's unfolding. Now, I was going to put a segregated anvil stockpile here, but down here, but now I realise it's going to be bigger than 10 squares. So, do I really want to do that here, or put the anvils elsewhere where they may be more aesthetically pleasing? What am I going to keep 10 of in stock? What are my 10 of stockpiles? I mean, we've got doors, we've got tables and chairs, we've got coffins, and we've got slabs. What else do I want to keep in 10-ish numbers? Let's take a look at this place here. Let's have a look at this one. It's not doing anything. Add a task to it. Do I want armour stands in 10s? I think I do, actually, don't I? I think I do. Rock armour stands. We're going to throw Alt-W to get up the repeating jobs thing. Say yes. Shift-A. Stand of any rock. I want 5 to 10. Bingo. Okay. And then also, we'll add the task to make weapon racks, because they're quite useful to keep in 10s. I don't think there's anything else I want in particularly. I might just, for the sake of it, keep a stock of 10 of everything. That kind of makes sense, doesn't it? So you've always got everything on hand if you need it. If you need it, which you may never need. You may never require it. Shift A, there we go, bonk. Lovely, and then I'm going to need to put stockpiles in for them. So P, I think they're furniture. It would make sense to classify them as furniture, but you know, sometimes Dwarf Fortress doesn't really give a fuck what you think makes sense. Let's get out of there, click that, press S, go down to furniture/siege ammo, forbid everything, and say, please sir, provide me with armour stands. There we go, armour stands. Not provide me with, store my armour stands, that's really what I should say. I noticed something was said in chat, but let me just finish this before I go and respond. Weapon rack? Weapon racks, there we go. Bosh. Oh, we could keep cabinets and stuff as well, because once we start getting those in numbers, that might be nice, mightn't it? Let's have a look at what happened in chat. It was Sanctum Spirit Stone. Hello, welcome back. Thanks for joining us again. You know what? I am going to do... am I going to do? I've forgotten what it was that I saw I wanted to keep a stock of. Damn, that was quick. Cabinets, that was it. Cabinets and chests. I think we want chests as well, don't we? So they're called coffers in the stoneworks, though. So let's go to here. Rock slabs, cabin floor, coffins and doors. What about this one over here? Rock slabs, arms racks, weapon stands, rock tables and thrones. Let's pop it in the slab one. You know what? No, let's put this. Yeah, there. Add cabinet. F. Alt W. Yes, please. Repeat. Press Shift A. Keep 5 or 10 rock cabinets in stock at any one time. And then I'll say P. U. Put in a 10 long, 1 tall stockpile. Here it goes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push. And then we'll click on it. Press S. Say furniture siege ammo. Forbid all types. And enable cabinets. Where are you? Cabinets. There we go. Lovely. And then I want to do the same again. Probably in... do I want to do it in the blocks? Yeah. Add a new task. In fact, I'm going to cancel from this stockpile. Then add. And we're going to say, please make coffers. Alt W. There we go. Y. Shift A. Yep. So 10 of those. And then also, could you produce me... What was it? Oh, heavens. Add. I think I wanted coffers, no. Bookcases? A bit early for bookcases, isn't it? Got blocks on the go, thrones, coffins, doors. Haven't got floodgates or hatch covers. Hatch covers are like vertical doors, aren't they? I mean, what? I've never used one. I don't really know what they do. Grates, they close off areas but allow liquids to flow through, right? People can walk over them. They could be handy. Rock cabinets and coffers, we've got those on the go. I mean, I could do statues, but I feel like I want to do custom statues when I start getting around to carving them out. Tables, weapon racks, querns, millstones, bookcases. I suppose we can knock out bookcases as well, right? Kind of makes sense if we're going to end up doing a library. Yeah, let's do it. Although floodgates might be more practical. Nope, bookcases. I'm sticking with bookcases. Final answer. Alt W. Alt W? Yes, there we go. Shift A, keep 10. So now we need to make... I did that right, didn't I? I did not. There we go. Let's make those stockpiles. They're both furniture stockpiles. Coffers. Bosh. And what was the other one? Ah, shit. Let's do the coffer one first. S. Furniture, ammo, forbid. Coffers. Not coffins. Coffers. Coffers. Oh. Chests. Benches, windows, thrones, tables, coffins, statues, slabs, querns, millstones, armor stands, weapon racks, cabinets, anvils, buckets, bins, boxes and bags. That's the ones. So we're going to have to be a little bit more specific here. So we don't want metal ones. Other materials. Oh, core quality. We'll have all core qualities, please. Shit. Permit. There we go. And then we need to go into stone/clay and say remove. You know what? We ain't making shit out of clay at the moment, so it kind of doesn't matter, does it? Having said that, why have we suddenly got native gold and silver appearing? That doesn't seem like something... You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. My favourite Simon Swerwer track came on. I can't bother to finesse it, to finagle it, to finangle it. So that was that one, and then the next one, it was coffers and bookcases. That's the thing. So, S... Furniture, forbid, bookcases, 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 bugger. Where do bookcases end up? Boxes, bags, CGMO barrels, pipe sections, large pots / food storage. Minecarts, wheelbarrows, other large tools, and sandbags. Oh, sandbags. Oh, nice. We can actually put them in a proper place. For some reason, I thought that wasn't a thing. So, if bookcases aren't in furniture, then where the fuck are they? Great store parts, ballista parts? Could they be in finished goods? Could they be in finished goods? Codices, tools, crutches, splints, quivers, backpacks, legwear, totems, large gems, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Huh. Not in there either. Anyone know where I can locate bookcases as a thing to stash? Floodgates, no. Hatch covers, no. Grates, no. Doors, no. Catapult parts, ballista parts, no. No. Mechanisms, no. Beds, no. Traction benches, no. Windows, no. Thrones, no. Tables, no. Coffins, no. Statues, slabs, querns, millstones, armor stands, weapon racks, cabinets, anvils, buckets, bins, boxes, bags, sieges ammo, barrels, ballista arrowheads, pipe sections, large pots, woods, food storage, minecarts, wheelbarrows, other large tools, sandbags. Bookcases are furniture, but they're considered large tools. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay. Fair enough. Well, let's make it other large tools. Yeah. Okay, I'm not sure I'm happy about that. I don't think that's going to end up with just bookcases in, but we'll see. We'll see. 2 bars, 1 log, bag of sand, glass in the glass furnace, or 1 stone in the Craftsdwarf workshop. Maybe I just want to start making glass bookcases? Then again, we need to level up our glass guys first, don't we? We need to level up our glass people. So what I'm going to do is make a stockpile for sand over here. Or do I put it just over here? A clay and sand stockpile in this room. Feels like it's going to be a bit small, doesn't it? I feel like clay and sand are going to be things we can gather in great abundance. I mean, I could remove this mechanic and the textile zone, right? Is that a loom? It seems very busy. It's a loom. They're using it a lot. Okay. Maybe it's time to put in a little clothing zone as well. Take me to the clothing zone. Apparently beds count as large tools. I suppose they're fairly large, and they are a tool in the use of crafting sleep. Let's bung some beds in, just try and shift that out of the stockpile. Bub 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 next to the lever. No fun, but whatever. Whatever. Feel free to stand next to the lever and go to sleep. Well, don't. Not if you're the one manning the lever. That's a bad idea. So. We've got our stockpile starting to look a little bit more fancy. I need some space to move this shit away from this room. What have we got there? Leather and cloth. I definitely need to move all this textile stuff out. So, with that in mind, let's create another textile zone. Or a new textile zone. Why not? And what I'm going to do this time is just like that. There we go. Badonk. Donk. Extend that corridor there. Then we go to donk. Donk. Boof, boof, doof. And then in that room, we're going to make a loom, a clothier, maybe 2 to get full spectrum clothing coverage. And we're also going to put, what else is there? A leatherworks. And then maybe we make this. Oh, yo, well, thank you very much, Scubs15. Much appreciated. 5-month streak. Ooh, almost all of lockdown. Is that all of lockdown? How long have we been locked down? Well, your subscription streak is comparable to a plague. Yay! What a positive way to think about it. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. So I think actually maybe I will do the same as next to them. I'm just going to make the same size of workspace. I feel like we're going to be a bit limited in our storage if I don't. So we'll just make it bigger. I know it's boring and bland with all these repeated shapes, but Sorry. That's the way it is, I'm afraid. We've got a lot of dead space over here. I feel like maybe I should think about moving more stuff. We've got Craftsdwarf workshops here. What's that? Oh, a bookcase. Nice. Maybe I'll actually move the bed stockpile here. Let's do it. I've got an idea. I'm going to put the what they're called. I'm going to put 2 Craftsdwarf's workshops here, just for the sake of having a couple more for throughput. And then a carpenter on this side with a wood stockpile next to him. Fairly substantial, not too substantial though. And then here we're going to put all the stuff that a carpenter might output, like beds and spiked wooden balls. And that's about as far as it goes. So with that in mind, let's say P, U, put a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh well. It's definitely 10, even though I counted wrong. Press S, go to furniture, go to type, forbid, put in beds, lovely, and then over here there should be a bed stockpile. Ah, fuck, that keeps 1, 2, 3, 4, that keeps 15 in. Okay. Well, that's not an issue. We can put a double layer of beds in, right? Double layer of bed stockpiling. Or we could stockpile 5 beds elsewhere. Or, what I could do, I know what I'll do. PX. I'm going to remove this stockpile just without even thinking about it. Bosh, gone. And then we'll put a 20 stockpile for beds over here, which means removing this paltry 10 and placing furniture 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Okay, some of you will notice some flaws in that counting, but it doesn't matter. Type, forbid all types, and we'll bung a bed in. Delightful. So we've got a 20 bed stockpile, which sounds good, doesn't it? Sounds like we're going to be very unlikely to run out of beds. With that in mind as well, I'm going to put a stockpile in for... Oh, we've already got that spiked wooden ball stockpile over here that's marked for trading. Should I just leave that for now? Ooh, and in the stone area, we could put in a couple of mechanics as well, couldn't we? Because we do... Or maybe we treat that with a bit of extra respect and give mechanics a whole separate area away from the stone stockpile. Oh, difficult to say, really. You know what? Let's put those workshops in first. So let's go for Craftsdwarf workshops. Let's place them here. Made out of schist, sure. And then one here. No, actually, let's not put them there. Let's put them there. Lovely. And then, of course, we can put the carpenter's workshop in. Not there, not there, not there. There. Lovely. Also made of schist. And then we'll do a wood stockpile, PW, over the area here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. There we go. That's a stockpile that will hold 100 lumps of wood, like this one over here, which we are going to remove. Bang. There we go. Get all that down there, and then we can have a nice wood stockpile. And next to the workshop, I'm going to put the spiked wooden... Actually, we could make a special room that is marked up for storing shit that will get traded, right? So we could leave the spiked wooden balls in this area. Have they dug out the... No, not even close. Not even close, mate. Here's our mixed bars. That's good. That's more gold. That's gold. I think that's copper, and these are silver and something else, aren't they? We do have smelt orders in to get all of our ores smelted, but there doesn't seem to be much throughput. Doesn't seem to be a huge amount of effort to get things moving. Man, the merchants are just going. They hung around for quite a while, didn't they? Very keen to hang out. We need more food stockpiles as well. I'm guessing there's a bit of stuff stuck up here, isn't there? Let's come down to here and start thinking about making another food stockpile. Where are we going to put it? I think we'll just put it over here next to the other new food stockpile. How about here? There we go. And Put one here as well. Fuck it. Surround all the prisoners with food, just how they like it. And also, while we're here, let's click on the food stockpiles, say S, and forbid seeds, because we want the seeds to go to our thingy, don't we? We want them to go to our seed stockpile. There we go. I don't know why plant cheese is forbidden on those stockpiles. That's a bit weird. Oh, plant cheese. That's because plant cheese doesn't exist. Seeds already forbidden. Seeds on this one. S. Food forbidden. There we go. And if I come up to here, have I placed seed stockpiles? I have, but they're fairly paltry, aren't they? In fact, I also think they only contain the seeds for the type of things that go in there, don't they? Let's put a food stockpile in here next to the butchers and the tannery, just because it's local, and we'll make it just for seeds. Just for seeds. Food. Forbid everything except for seeds. There we go. Lovely, just so we've got extra space for stuff. It's all good. Could you leave, please, traders? It's getting confusing as to what stuff is ours and yours. I would rather you got out of there so I could have a little look at what was possible for moving and what storage I need. They finished creating all the rock cabinets we wanted. That's nice. So we should have 10. They're not in the stockpile yet, but it's good. Weapon racks and armour stands taking a little longer. Not sure why, but okay. Whatever, that's fine. Our dining hall is woefully understaffed. Is Dave here? Is Dave in? He hasn't had a chance to revel in his statue yet, has he? Poor old Dave with his rhyolite statue and no way of knowing that it's been made. It's a tragedy, I tells you. Ah, maybe I should remove... It looks like cabinets go into this stockpile as well. Change the settings. Furniture... Okay, let's take cabinets out of here, because obviously we have places for those. Floodgates, covers, grates, ballista parts, traction benches, windows? Question mark. Not weapon racks. Don't keep cabinets in there. Maybe we should get a little stockpile for buckets, bins, and all that kind of gubbins. That might make sense. Oh yes, I wanted to do sandbags as well, didn't I? Let's do that. Let's put a stockpile in for sandbags that goes... I could put it here in with the bars. Or maybe not. Put it over here in with this. Have I got a mechanics workshop up there? I have. I can get rid of this mechanics workshop. I purely built it to make extra throughput, but never mind. Let's just get rid of it for now. And then we can put a nice sandbag stockpile here. There we go. PU furniture. And go from top to bottom. Make it 3? No, 4 wide. Fuck it. Let's be optimistic about how much sand our people can gather. Change the settings, go into furniture, forbid all types, and then we'll go into the bottom and add sandbags. Now, do I need to... I think that should be good, right? Sandbags? It's clear. It's clear what's going in there, right? Just sandbags. It makes sense. Have we made room for our... No. Not even close. We don't have any room for our... cloth industry. It's a tragedy. It's a tragedy. They've been woefully neglected. We will end up with our dwarves all wearing very fine, fancy outfits. Trust me. Trust me. Actually, there's a floodgate stockpile. Let's put a floodgate stockpile over here as well and remove them from that generic one. PU, there's a furniture one. There's something nice about having these stockpiles that are just the right size for the amount you want to keep, and knowing sort of where everything is so you can check visually whether or not you've got any. I like it. Floodgates, there we go. Put them in there. And then if we pop back to this one, we can say, damn you dwarves, get these bloody floodgates out of my stockpile. What the fuck do you think you're doing? There we go. Floodgates removed. Oh, also let's remove sandbags, because it looks like we put a couple of those in. S, furniture, siege ammo, over here, and no sandbags, please. Or other large tools. Oh, I'm betting wheelbarrows will end up going... No, a wheelbarrow's a separate thing? Fuck it, we'll find out soon enough. It looks like we've got plenty to add more to this stone stockpile. How does it say? Maximum wheelbarrows, 1? Don't think so. Don't think so, sunshine. I think we should say 100. Maximum wheelbarrows 100. Just use all the wheelbarrows, move all the stone. Hopefully this will result in the area being completely depleted. Oh wait, no, they're going to move them all over there, aren't they? That's not going to work. That's not going to work. Somebody's already typing that into chat. Let's go nuts and call it 20. That's already too many. But they're just going to leave them dumped in there, right? Or are they? Maybe I'm wrong. No, they are just going to dump them in there without taking any stone. Brilliant. Brilliant. They're going to eat into our storage. Ah, well. Never mind. Never mind. It looks like we're down to 2 or 3, 0 even idlers. So everybody's busy. Everybody's highly occupied. Nobody's being left floundering for something to do. So that's nice. Any suggestions from chat? Oh shit, I forgot about the vampire, didn't I? Holy mother of moly. Where's he? Did he die? I don't think he did he? I definitely saw Hank Marvin on the list. There he is. Let's have a little look. Where are you, Hank Marvin? No, not B. Z. There we go. X. Did I press X? Did I? Who's inactive? Very weird. Okay. Zoom to Hank Marvin. Where are you? Just coming up from the mines. Presumably after attempting to drink somebody's blood? Maybe? Who knows? It's hard to say these days what kind of nonsense is going to get carried up to. Part of me wants to put a little breakout room over here that we can put all the anvils in. And again, I am going to keep buying them for a stockpile, so you know, they're a nice little store of metal. Keep a couple of anvils knocking around. You can always build yourself a new thing, and if you're really desperate for iron or steel, bloop, 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 knock them down. It's all good. What's this little bag there? Gypsum plaster. We need a hospital, don't we? Actually, we need to start thinking about building the fortress properly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this area to build as a little industrial zone. Once that's done, I'm going to put everybody who works in the industrial zone's bedrooms nearby. We're going to make a dining hall, a grand dining hall, and then we're going to expand out and make some fancy extra stuff for the fortress, and then reroute the entryway to the new fancy area so the industrial area becomes the back. Or we could go deep. We could go deep. We could go very, very deep indeed. Let's have a look at the miners, just to check, because it looks like we're only getting a few people in here mining, and I'm not happy with that, because I did give a lot of people mining duties. If we sort by nothing... Go deep, says Chunky Nut. Deep, deep, deep underground. 1, 2, 3, 4. We should have 4 miners available. And I think this guy's got mining. Is that active? Yeah, it was active. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we have that many picks? That's an interesting question. I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll just go over to the forges and we'll make some picks. We've got a buttload of copper. We may as well. Add weapons and ammunition. Is that what it's going to be? Copper. Pick. Bang. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go nuts. I'm going to keep a stock of 10 fucking copper picks in store. How does that sound? That's nuts, actually. We're going to end up with loads and loads of copper picks left over. Then again, if I make a little stockpile for copper picks at the top of the mining area, maybe that makes sense. Maybe that makes sense. I'm going to do it. I'm going to force a constant supply of copper picks. 10 copper picks. Lovely. Cool. Lovely. In that case, let's go back up here and we'll make a little stockpile. P. It's going to be for... no, not weapons. Not wood, sorry, weapons. P. Weapons. And we're going to bung it here. It's not really not really necessary for that to be the case. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so now we should have picks either side here if I do this right. So click S, no, S, no, click S, there we go. Up to weapons, forbid, and then back into weapons, and we want picks, allow. That's good, lovely. And then over here we will say settings, weapons, forbid trap components, enable picks, and that should end up with a lovely stockpile that will show us how many spare picks we've got and therefore how many people we can turn into permanent miners. Lovely. Oh dear, hang on, let's go back to the fortress. Ba-da-ba-da. I did it here, just to fill you in, because you're all in therapist. Over here and over here, I've got 2 1x5 pick stockpiles, which will hopefully end up filled with picks. And hopefully we'll be able to get a few more miners on the go. I may even, sorry to go straight back to therapist, turn off hauling tasks and shit for all of these dwarves. In fact, let's go. Let's go nuts. Everybody from this guy up. So he's got masonry enabled. Do we want to give it? No. Turn masonry off. Stop doing that. That's of no value to us. Stop. Here we go. Turn all of these off. All of these off. There we go. Don't go too far. Oh, I went too fast. There we go. Turn them all off. Diddly diddly dee. Diddly 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 dee. Don't go too fast or you'll miss some. They'll skip. There we go. And now the miners are required only to mine. And if they do anything else, people will look at them, raise an eyebrow, and potentially even tut. Heavens above. Ah, good. So these bins should only have... hold on. Should only have picks in. Well, that one has nothing in. This one has nothing in. Good. Perfect. Just what I was hoping for. I wonder how many picks you can get in a bin. Did Tidy survive the winter? Now there's an intriguing question. Let's take a little peeky poo and find out if you are still alive. Sort by has nickname. I'm just in Dwarf Therapist. I'll do a quick read, even though I don't really need to. And if I look, I can see that Tidy is indeed alive. You've survived the winter. I'm afraid I'm going to have to reject your request and say no, you already have a dwarf named after you. Terribly sorry. Oh! Hang on. Sorry. There we go. Hibernoe has withdrawn from society. How amazing. We're going to get an item. Lovely. I'd love to see the diagram of the thought process that's got us here. Oh, I don't know if you could call it a thought process, you know? I feel like it's more of a sort of mindlessness. It's kind of a zen emptiness that gets us here. Oh, look at that. I put the wheelbarrows in and suddenly, bosh. Stockpile, no problem filling up. Fantastic. He's claimed a magma forge. Ooh, come on, Hibernoe. Show us what you can do. He's gone for gold. He went for gold. Going for gold. How exciting. Okay, make us a beautiful golden artifact. What's his next choice? He's running up over the sand stockpile, which has yet to receive any sand. He's going for a gemstone. Oh, exciting gemstone. While he's doing that, I feel like I need to start thinking about actually harvesting sand, because we have harvested precisely none. The job is in the magma forges, isn't it? So what I should do is put in like a non-magma one somewhere nearby where the actual sand is. But then again, they have to stockpile it here anyway. Is he out and about? Have I missed him? Oh, there he is. He's gone for some more gems. Exciting. So gold, gems, gems. What's your third pick there, Hibernoe? What's your third pick? You going to go for something even more exciting or just more gems? Oh, a bit of cloth. Nice. I missed some of the stream, but I kind of imagine it's been continued since the bookcase discussion above, so we should make a library. We need bookcases. We need glass production. We need sand production. We can move this workshop and loom. We might as well move the whole industrial zone. We need to dig. Not enough miners. Pick organisation. That is exactly the route we took, actually. You've deduced it perfectly. That's very well done. You should get involved in crime solving, like an old Sherlock Holmes style affair. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Do I start lowering the number of wheelbarrows allowed in this space now? I think I should, shouldn't I? If I go to here and say W, wheelbarrows allowed, 5 now allowed. You're going to have to move some of these out, aren't you? Exciting. Very exciting. The wood stockpile is full, and we also have some leftover wood up here, which is interesting. Okay, suitable. Now that we've got the carpenter in here, I can remove this carpenter's workshop, can't I? What's he currently doing? Bed. No, making a wooden cage. Okay. How many cages am I asking him to keep? 5 to 10. Okay, that's cool. So let's go into here and just set those orders up as well, so we don't end up... What? Add. Turn caps lock on. Add. There we go. We need barrels. We need bins. Where are the bins? We need beds. Obviously, where are the beds? Beds. Barrels, bins, beds, spiked wooden balls. Actually, do we want to keep making spiked wooden balls? I feel like, yeah, we will for now, and then once we've made enough spiked wooden balls, we'll move over to spiked glass balls, just because they're going to end up being more valuable. So I've put all of those in. Oh, heavens above, get back in there. So we say Alt W, yes, yes. And we go down, Alt W, yes, yes. And again, Alt W, yes. Down, and then we don't. Do we want that kept at a certain stock? I think we do. Shift A, and we want to keep how many balls of any wood? 341 we currently have. Holy motherfucking shit. Let's say 500 spiked wooden... No, let's call it 400 spiked wooden balls. So, I would like to change that to... Shift R. Yeah. 350 to 400 spiked wooden balls. So hopefully that will work. Right? Yeah, there we go. That's how many we want. And then if we come up here, we'll just check that we're not missing anything from the other carpenter's workshop. Bed, barrel, bin, cage. Cage. Okay, cages as well. Johnny Cages? Oh, Mortal Kombat joke. Add J, Alt W, that was Shift W, Alt W, yes. 5 to 10 cages, now 3, sounds good to me. So we've got everything in there and a little bit more, lovely. Bed, barrel, bin, cage, balls, lovely. And then we remove that, and it's done. And this is a gem stockpile, this is a weapon stockpile, presumably only for spiked wooden balls, I would guess. Considering we haven't really... yeah, spiked balls, that's it. But of any material. I kind of think we might want to start branching out. Man, we can get 341 spiked wooden balls into 3 chests, or 3 bins. That's insane. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Okay. Is there any way of knowing how many balls there are in here without counting? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 36 balls, which is not near 341, is it? I must have many, many more balls in these other ones, right? Let's have a look at these balls. This one doesn't seem to. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 balls in that one. If this one's either absolutely stuffed with balls, or I'm going to be confused. No balls. So where are my balls? There might be a few hundred in the workshop. Well, they moved it. They removed the workshop and the balls didn't cascade out, so... Interesting. I should probably put the empty barrel stockpile and the bin stockpile over here in the main... Well, that's stone, isn't it? But then the cross... Yeah, okay. No, we've already done the beds over here. Let's move the barrels. So, P... I'm guessing barrels are furniture again, aren't they? I could just go over here, change the settings... Furniture, siege, ammo, yes, barrels are... Yeah, okay, cool. Lovely. Let's come over here, press P, back into where I was supposed to be. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bang. I've made it an animal stockpile for some stupid reason, but that's not too hard to get rid of. Disable the animals, go to enable furniture, forbid all these, go to barrels, and enable. Lovely. Okay, so we can now have a barrel stockpile there, and remove this barrel stockpile over here, which is now surplus to requirements. We also need bins and cages. We'll get there. Oh, I forgot about Hibernoe's item. Very exciting. I know, I've never done them. I've only just started doing the organised stockpiles, and I fucking love them. They're great. You can start thinking about what's needed where and get a little bit more rationalisation about how far dwarves are going to travel. Right now I'm just putting everything in one place, but I feel like later on maybe we'll be able to do something a little bit more efficient. We'll see how it goes. Hibernoe Kegethlogen, the blacksmith, has created Gishgillakor, a gold grate. He claims it as a family heirloom. Okay, a gold grate. I mean, it's not the most exciting thing. The Contemptible Throne. Ooh, worth 102,000. This is a gold grate. All Craft's dwarfship is of the highest quality. It is encircled with bands of gold and rose-cut bandfire opals. This object menaces with spikes of rose quartz and alpaca wool. On the item is an image of the Contemptible Throne, the gold grate in chestnut. Nice, another recursive item. Excuse me, very exciting. I do love a bit of recursion in my item descriptions. God, I'm sweating so much. I'm getting through this water like nobody's business. I'm either going to have to open the window or turn off the camera and take off my shirt and wring it out. It's terrible. Let's make another bin stockpile. Bins of furniture also, aren't they? Let's check this bin stockpile here. How do I change the settings? Suddenly I've gone all opaque. Yep, it's in the furniture one. So we come over here. So P, U for furniture. Bung that there. Click on that. S, furniture, sure. Forbid it all. And then give me nothing but barrels. Lovely, lovely barrels. Suitable for booze and food. Nice. This kind of thing could be in the cavern baffle, and a Forgotten Beast will chew on it forever. Oh, okay. What kind of thing? What are we putting in the cavern baffles here? Oh, the grate. That makes sense, actually. Yeah. Put it out of the. It's indestructible. It could prevent Forgotten Beasts from getting through. Exciting thinking. Right, PX. Let's get rid of this stockpile here. Presumably, I'm only trying to keep 5 of these in stock at any one time. And then we need a stockpile for 10 cages. Do I put that in the same place? Or do I keep that up there by the empty ones? What? Oh yeah, load save settings. No, let's not get too deep into it. Like, another day loading and saving settings will be a thing. Why are they putting barrels in here? Why is this furniture stockpile getting barrels? And this one? Question mark. This shouldn't be having barrels in it. This is purely for... It's a barrel stockpile. So what about this one above? What the fuck are barrels doing in here? Question mark. Dwarves? Barrels. Okay. I've doubled down on the barrel stockpile for some reason. That's fine. That's fine. If I say PX, we'll just remove one row of barrels. Why did I do that? Huh. I wanted bins, that's why. I could have just left that in there and changed the fucking designation. But no, I decided to be a tit instead. Right, so click there. S for settings, disable stone. I want furniture, enable. I don't want all the types. I just want bins. Bins. There we go. Nice. So now we have bins separated handily from the floodgates by barrels. It's good. I'm moving house soon. Just spent the last 2 hours hauling 19 years of hoarded junk from the spare room. Holy shit. Going to a nice new place, I hope. Very exciting. A VCR, man. If I could get back the old Betamax video player that we had back when I first started watching videos on VHS, I would take it. I would probably say yes please, but I think if I bring a VHS player into the house, Kelly's going to go fucking mental. I went out yesterday and came back with a camera and a tripod and all sorts of bobbins. My photogrammetry stuff's going to kick off soon though. Very exciting. The Forgotten Beast Gotal Idensdot Agdan Gebezoth has come. A huge Gila monster with external ribs. It has an enormous shell and it has a gaunt appearance. Its vermilion scales are round and close set, Beware its poisonous bite. Right, I am a little bit concerned that this might be in a cavern layer that isn't sealed. However, let's find out. Where do we penetrate? Here, and yeah, this is sealed off. It's fine, it's fine. We need not concern ourselves with the mundane toings and froings of forgotten beasts. Oh, they've dug out our area. Lovely. So, in that case, let's build a workshop. We'll make it a loom, of course, the initial stage of creating any kind of textiles. And with that in mind, what are we doing? Okay, so I'm going to start with the loom down here. I'm going to make it out of the local allanite. Do I want 2 looms just in case we really end up banging out the thread? I'll put in 2 looms just in case we want to put different orders on at the same time and have different levels of skill. In fact, it kind of makes sense just to put 3 in because they'll fit, right? We'll just put 3 looms in a row, bish bash bosh, everything's good. Oh, that's very close to the door. I'm just putting 2 in. And then after that, the loom is done. We want a clothier's workshop, which is O, which is K. Put that there. Good. And we put that there. Fantastic. And then what do we want after that? We would like, not a tanner's shop. That doesn't make any sense. We want a leatherworks. Or do we? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I want a couple of leatherworks. So block, 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 one there. E for leatherworks again, and then one up. Lovely. So we put 6 workshops in there, and that should give us a nice throughput. We may need to put some more clothes workshops in, to be honest, to get all of the sustained orders that we want. But I'm going to give it a go with 2, and we'll see how it works out. So that means we want a stockpile for thread. Let's build one. P, I'm guessing it's going to be in cloth, which is H, of course. And with that in mind, I'm going to make it as wide as the workshop and as tall as the storeroom. And I'm going to go in and say, plus just thread. Back to the cloth. Thread, yes, yes, yes. And then, no cloth. Thank you very much. Just threads. And then we're going to want to put a cloth stockpile in, which I think is going to end up being bigger because we do buy cloth. So P, H, going to leave a little gap between just so we can see where one stockpile begins and the other ends. And we're going to move that so it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's make it that big. Nice and large. And then when we go in here, we can go down to cloth and say, I don't want any kind of threads. Forbidden. Metal cloth is going to be bad if it suddenly turns up. I won't like that, but we'll deal with that when it comes to it. And then, next to that, we want a leather stockpile. But I don't think the leather stockpile is going to need to be anywhere near as big. Still, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's make it 5 by the height. It's probably overkill. I don't know if we'll ever fill this, but we'll give it a damn good go. Give it a go. All the different kinds of leather, fine, whatever. Whatever leather. It's good. Make a 1x1 dump zone next to the mason shop. Dump 1 type of stone, all the loose stuff from the stock menu. Bosh, you've got a clean floor and all the stone in one handy tile. When you put it like that, it does seem pretty good, doesn't it? It does seem like a decent idea. Do I do that immediately? What kind of stones have we got? We've got microcline. See, the thing is, what I've done is I've organised all these workshops with particular jobs. And I feel like if I put particular stone bang next to them, they're going to make everything out of that stone, aren't they? And again, is that the worst outcome in the world? I do like microcline. The blue looks nice. Don't want to make my fortress look too much like Sal's, though. Might look like I'm copying. That's terrible. Cinnabar? What's Cinnabar doing in here? That's an ore, isn't it? That should be over here. That should be in this stockpile. I'll tell you what, we've got 28 idlers. Let's give it a go. You can choose the material when you set the job. That's not a bad idea, actually. You're, Just heavy rock is gone. Oh, hello. Did I freeze? Question mark. Oh, please don't crash. Fuck off to a fortress. Don't crash. I've done a load. I've been going for over an hour and a half. Don't crash. 2 hours, in fact. It's not saving, it's just frozen. The stream's still going, right? My face is moving in the webcam window, but you can't see this. It's gone greyed out. I am concerned. While we're waiting for that to come back online, let's do a little read of the dwarves and check our population. No movement. 68 adults, 8 children and 4 vulnerable babies. That's right. Don't do it, Armok. Don't do it. Please no do. Please no do. Thank you for your prayers, Plutonium Jesus. Although technically, does Jesus need to pray? I mean, he's 1/3 of the people supposedly listening, right? All he needs to do is pass it on to the other members of the team. Or am I reducing Christianity too much? The best way to make sure that dwarves use a specific stone is to modify the job order in the manager screen. Okay. It's pepperoni, not prayer. Oh, prayeroni. Pepperare? I don't know. It's a pepperoni crucifix. A pepperonifix? A cruceroni? I'm not entirely sure which portmanteau would work better, but I really hope this doesn't fucking crash, because it hasn't saved at all, this one, has it? Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. Well, we've learned our lesson before, so quickly let's pause, and we'll say, quick save, spellcasting, QUICKSAVE, quick save. There we go. I'm there. I'm ahead of you, Druids Mead. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. I'm not going to let all this progress slide back into the swamp and de-evolve. Whatever. I know. Praise Armok indeed, American Elm. The praising of Armok is appropriate at this juncture. Phew. You know what? I am actually going to go and open the back door. In fact, I need a bit of a wee. You know what? I need all of a wee. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a little bit longer after this save. Just going to tie up a few loose ends, check to see if there's anything immediately obvious that needs doing. And then I'm going to take a little break. Because it's 1:20. And, 1:20 seems like a good time to sit back and go, time for a snack, time for a hot drink, time for a cold drink, time for a wee, all that kind of jazz. It'll be good. Do you have a god connected to saving? Interesting. That's very fourth wall breaky. That's very Kojima-esque. Man, I would love if there was a collaboration, like if Hideo Kojima went to work on Dwarf Fortress for a month, like just turns up and goes, I've got some ideas. Let's see if we can implement them. Probably none of them will come to fruition, but the stories that unfold from that meeting of minds would be intriguing. I think we should temple it up. And make sure that our dwarves are making their religious observances. And that way, hopefully, less crashes will occur. Actually, there's no way we could have less crashes. It would have to be fewer crashes. Come on, scoundrel. You can't be a fucking grammar fascist if you start fucking up like that. So let's finish this textiles stuff. Thread, cloth, leather. Let's remove the stockpiles that previously housed those commodities. So this one's cloth. So PX removed. Yeah, that works. Cool. This one is a weapon bin. Weapon stockpile. Weapon bin. What's in the two? Oh, does this one also hold? Okay, we've got two stockpiles of spiked wooden balls. That's fine. Finished goods stockpile. Where's the leather stockpile then? Are you telling me we never had one? Oh, cloth stockpiles and leather stockpiles here. No, sir. No. Denied. Oh, crap. Done it wrong. PX. There we go. Move them onto the correct stockpile. Thank you very much. Get yourself out of here. Also, let's remove this loom. We no longer require the loom. We've got one over here. Pure lumacy. What a jape, what a jest, what a joke. Okay, so the dumping idea I quite like, and I feel like I've never really done the whole quantum stockpile thing. So maybe this time we finally give it a crackle. Except, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and put it in here where the stone stockpile already is. Now this is an economic stone stockpile and it looks like it's barely been touched. So we're going to remove it. We're going to remove it and I'm going to start doing some specific dumping. Very specific dumping. Now do I have a dump zone? That's a question that needs answering before I can check. I think that's a refuse stockpile, and that's a corpse stockpile, so we are good. And I'm going to say I. Let's put a single square zone in, and we're going to put it here. There, okay. There's your single square. Enter. Lovely. Now we're going to make it a dump. D. Ah, we already got one. Is that what that one means? It does, doesn't it? We have a garbage dump already. Ah. Where is it? Is there anywhere we can find our garbage dump? It's probably one that was already made to put stone in, wasn't it? If I press I... Is this it up here? It is. Over here, look. Is this it? Bosh, look at that. Okay, remove zones, X. We can go back up one go. Presumably, yeah. Lovely. Oh, hang on, there's one down here as well. I... What's this little... It's also a garbage dump. Oh. Okay, so I definitely misinterpreted what was going on there. That's okay then, that's okay. What we need to do now is we take this dumpy zone here, and we need to make sure that we designate all the stone of one type into a... That's not how it's done, is it? It's stocks. So, presumably, we need to come down to the stone section. LMNOPQR seeds stones. Here we go. 1,000? 300? Who knows? Can we actually look at these? No, we can't, can we? Tab mode. Game's not interested in showing us any clemency. Let's go to E. If I search for stone... Brimstone, that's not what we're looking for. Rock nuts, that's not what we're looking for. Microcline. Let's get all the microcline into a pile. So. No, Mycroft. We want to say Shift D. We want to remove the forbidding on that one. It's already dumped. This stuff here, also remove the forbidding. Why not? And then we don't want to take any of this other shit until the dumping is done. That's all good, right? It's just that microcline. What about these 6 lumps here? Done? There we go. Right, let's see how my microcline dump works. Is it going to work? Will it work? Can it work? What I could do is go to this stockpile here and remove microcline, couldn't I? That could be an idea. So let's click on that. Press S, go into stone, go to other stone, and then choose search. Microcline. Bang. Okay, so presumably my dwarves will now rush to the task of moving microcline around the fortress. Hardly anyone gets the difference between less and fewer. I know. I know pedantry is hated by people who are not proponents of it, but I can't help myself sometimes. And often I don't mind being corrected if I've said something wrong. So feel free to give it a go. I guess the bookkeeper needs more accuracy to do as one selection. Oh, do we need more accuracy for the bookkeeper? Let's do it. Nobles, bookkeeper, settings, highest precision. Seems good. Or it would be if we had a bookkeeper. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Who's... Manager. Right, I get you. Build table. So I'm going to put a table here. I'm going to put a chair. Put a chair there. Bang. And then as soon as that's in, we'll make that a bookkeeper's office, and we will make somebody a bookkeeper. I mean, maybe we give the vampire the bookkeeping task? We were going to do... He looks like he's following this guy pretty suspiciously, doesn't he? We were going to do like a bookkeeping... or a vampire military kind of deal. But... Is that vomit on the floor? It is vomit. People have been going onto the surface. They're getting cave adapted already. Jesus. Oh yeah, we haven't got our miners on the go, have we? Oh, Mama Sal's given birth to a boy! Oh, congratulations. Oh, Mama Sal. Once again, it's time to do the Sal search. Let's find that child and give them the name she requested. Was it Coleslaw? I think it was. Let me just check the name list. No, Cole Salor is already in there. Well, we'll find him anyway. Mama Sal, tell us more. Who's your new babby? The youngest son. My God, 2, 3, 4, 4 sons. The new dwarven baby, Einod Letmoshikad. Okay. Oh, hello, mouse wheel. Settle down. Don't get too crazy. Is that how it was before? I think that was. There we go. Over to dwarf therapist. And I'm also going to have to open up again the namey queue, aren't I? Because for some reason I have got rid of that. Oh no, I just minimised it. It's fine. Oh, there's already a Cole Salor in here, so we've clearly done that one. Oh dear. Sal needs to be told that she has a new babby. Okay. Where do we go from here? Okay, next time Sal turns up, or next time one of you are in her stream, let her know there's a babby to be named. We need to give it some kind of handle, if you will. Something we can call it. Okay. So, where were we? Making an office for a bookkeeper, which we don't have yet. So let's see if we've got anyone who can do the job. Anyone got skills in that department? Vukar is a novice. Dave is a novice. Arktrecht is... you know what? Let's give Dave the job. We've already got a statue for him. Let's elevate him to the nobility. Why not? And what's his requirement? Just a meagre office. Well, I feel like we can provide that relatively straightforwardly. Let's size the room a bit bigger. We're going to assign the chair, and then off to Davidoff. Give him an auto-allocate to the next bookkeeper. Great, we never have to do that again. Nice, so now we actually have a bookkeeper. Oh, the outpost and a caravan. Okay, so we've got an outpost liaison and a caravan arriving for some trader-roonies. Very nice. What's this crap we've got in here? What do we need to get rid of? Show me. Rhyolite blocks. Clay and books. We have clay and books in here. We need to make stockpiles for those. God, clay. We're using that round here, aren't we? So let's make a little stockpile here. I'm going to say one like the sand one, but perhaps 2 wide instead of 3 wide, maybe. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Is it a type of stone, the clay one, or has that got its own stockpile? I think it's a type of stone, isn't it? Well, never mind. There we go. 2 by whatever. Click on there, say S, down to stone. Oh, fantastic. It's a whole category. Bosh, lovely. Clay, just clay. Very nice. Your mayor's freaking out for the paucity of possessions. Oh, okay, we need to give him a bedroom. See, the problem is, the second we give the mayor a bedroom, they're at risk from the vampire. We need to deal with this old vampirio as quick as we can. Maybe I should have gone for the vampire bookkeeper. It just neatly ties up the end and gets them out of the way, doesn't it? Damn. Anyway, let's build a bed, even though a vampire will never need it. We'll pop one in here anyway. Actually, you know what? We'll make... This can be our little feeding chamber for the vampire. We'll get the tavern stuff sorted later on. We need more blocks. Let's put a table in. Build table. We'll put a table over here. We'll also put a table in the vampire's actual room back here. Very exciting. This is for the guest in inverted commas at the front. Did I just put another bed? Is that a bed or a table? That's a bed. Fucking bed. And a table. BT. There we go. Pop the table there. Bang. Lovely. What else can the vampire have? Let's give him a cabinet. BF for a cabinet. Let's pop that in there. What else do they want? Let's give him a weapon rack and an armour stand. BR. That's a bed. Don't want a bed. Armour stand. Bang. Bang. Weapon rack. Bang. Bang. Lovely. Okay. Is there any other sorts of stuff we could give them? Do we have any boxes? Do we make chests? We've made chests. We can give them a little coffer. It's H, isn't it, for a container? Lovely. And then if we pop that next to the cabinet, give them 2. Fuck it. Give them another cabinet. Fuck that. There we go. Lovely. And then maybe make some engravings to keep them happy, and train up our engravers. That sounds like a good idea. D, E, engraved stone. Nice. And then we'll just say, fuck it, go nuts. Go... Oh, hang on, this has already been engraved. This is all already been engraved. What about this? Is this engraved? Smooth stone? Smooth stone? Oh no, they haven't been engraved. Okay. I thought they had been engraved, but apparently that's just me thinking things. And, you know, that's no proof of anything. Oh, only this back room hasn't been engraved, so why does this not look... Detailed native copper wall. Detailed rhyolite wall. Detailed microcline wall. Smooth. Oh. How odd. I would go with X and give him the nicest ones. Oh, okay. You mean get some removing buildings and putting some new stuff in? Oh, thank you very much for the sub, Vehemet. 7 months. Such an extent of time. How does that happen? How do I end up getting 7 months of subs? That's bonkers. Truly bonkers, but lovely. Very nice. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's let that room get engraved first, and then it's going to be. Then we'll move on to it, and we'll put fancy shit in there. Fancy shit. How about that, huh? So we've got a stone stockpile for clay. It looks like they have started putting microcline into this dumping pile. If we can get them to use wheelbarrows doing this, that would be pretty impressive. No, I meant when you pick furniture for a special place, view details and select the best. Ah, okay. Well, maybe in that case we'll do that. Let's say build bed, and we'll put a victim bed in for his guests. Clue is in the name. Press enter, and then X. Ah, okay. What's the best? I'm going to go... I don't really know what any of these actual symbols mean, so it's not going to help. I'm going to go with this 3 lines. No, we're going to go with this star. A chestnut bed. Put your nuts on my chest in my beautiful bed. That's... Okay. That was probably not the best musical interlude I've ever done, but when has one of my musical interludes ever been good? Never. That's when. It's going to take him a while to get all the microcline in the fortress into that bastard pile, isn't it? It's going to take a very long time, but I feel good about having all the stones separated. Order is nothing, dash, plus, star, 3 lines, spiky circles. Did I choose the best one? I think I chose the best one, didn't I? Nice. I'm very chuffed with that. Very powerful. Okay, so this is all getting moved. It's good. The microcline is disappearing from the stone stockpile, which is nice. Hopefully they're going out and getting stone to replace that microcline that's being moved away with the wheelbarrows, which will move it closer to the stockpile eventually when I do a segregated dump. So that would be nice. They're really piling that microcline in, aren't they? Look at them go. Just straight in. I wish they'd go for the closest microcline first, though, because there's a lot round here that they could be dealing with, and I'm noticing that they're yoinking over here to haul it from a stockpile that already has it quantumed up. Still, it's going well. It's going well. We got 300 pieces, didn't it say? Or is that now... Oh, shit. Sorry, we're not going to start being in charge of the map. We're not going to go for nobles just yet. But we will do a trade. Holy shit, will we trade? Let's get our trader at the depot. She's currently eating. She'll probably have a little sleep before making her way here. She has just given birth, so please give us some leeway. Egutuvaz. Egtuvaz? Stinthbabdism? Stinthbabsdom? Oh my goodness. Dwarven names, eh? I mean, come on. Please. These are incredibly difficult to pronounce. Oh. By the way, the quantum microcline is forbidden as it's been dumped. You want to use it, unforbid the pile. I will. Actually, that's a good point. I can do it while they're dumping, can't I? We can actually unforbid while dumping occurs. Let's do that. Let's get some microcline back in the game, even though we're not really desperate for its use. DBC for reclaim, and then we go. Cool, very cool. Yet they still keep moving it. I like it. I'm very happy about this. I've never really dabbled with quantum stockpiles, and I feel like this is going to be opening up brand new horizons for me. I'm going to have whole new levels of organisation in my fortresses. Cloth bin? Why are you not move? Question mark? Query? Why you sit there when you could be in this enormous cloth stockpile? What can we do in a task? Collect webs, weave silk cloth, weave cloth, and weave metal cloth. Okay. I'm not doing any of those for now. We will come back and do the clothier's stockpiles. I'm thinking maybe I should be segregating out the different types of cloth to get better ideas of how much of each I have. After the break, what time is it now? It's only 1:30. After the break, what we will do is think about making a clothing pipeline that sort of keeps a stockpile of all the important stuff, and we'll try and make stuff as nice as we can with the materials we have at hand. I'm not entirely sure how much cloth we'll be able to produce versus how much we're purchasing in, because we are purchasing in quite a bit. Does it make sense to get my smeltery operators to stop hauling? Having said that, why are these suspended? Do we have... I think we have cassiterite ore. I think we have galena, maybe? Tetrahedrite? Hematite? We've definitely got gold ore. I can see it in the stockpile. And native copper. Let's see what happens here. Does this spring into life? Or are we about to see some bullshit? What are we about to see here? What's the plan? What's the theory? Is it going to be good? Now, I don't want to... See, the problem is I want to train dwarves by making like lots of armour and weapons. I want to get some of my guys building up their weaponsmithing and armour smithing skills, but I don't want to accidentally... because I want to make stuff and then melt it immediately just to keep the materials. But there's no... I'm not doing it for the duping in this one, so I kind of feel like I can't use that method for training just because it seems daft to dupe stuff where we have such an abundance of ores, right? And a lot more variety in our metalwork, or at least there will be once we get cracking on it. What's this here? Oh, it's the gold grate that got made. We do need to start thinking about other stuff that we can stockpile. This is all great for large stuff, but what about buckets? What about ropes? What about Thai boxing? There's a little Bruce Lee Man the Myth quote for anybody who's interested in that. Don't know if any of you are familiar with that film. Starring Bruce Lee. Very exciting. Maybe I put some... Do I start putting storage stockpiles for stuff in here as well as over here? Or is that going to interfere in my quantum stockpiling antics? Profile the shop to low skill so you never melt a masterwork. Set many workers. Okay. Well, I might go the guild route for doing the basics of getting everybody leveled up, because that worked very well for having everybody ready to use it as a mood. You can have a special pile for the crap set to auto melt. That's true, actually. I could set that up now, couldn't I? And then just segregate the pile by quality. Again, though, that will dupe up shit that I'm not sure I want duping. What's in these bins? I think that's gold, isn't it? That's copper. This one's gold. This one's also gold. This one's silver, so we can do silver hammers. That's iron. Don't have a hell of a lot of iron. And this one's everything else. Not really anything too exciting in here. We've got bits and bobs. Bits and bobs all over the place. Nothing too serious. A bucket stockpile seems fair, right? Right? Yeah? We're churning through wood pretty fast. What the hell are they making? What are we, These are all suspended. Man, we've got 400 spiked wooden balls knocking around. That's big numbers. Oh, God, the traders. Jesus Christ, is Sal there? Sal's made it. Fantastic. Let's do the trade. So we'll buy all their bars. That's our opening gambit. Oh, steel bars. Oh, hello. That's very exciting. I like the fact that you brought steel. They brought a lot of bars. Wow. Okay. Let's buy all of their gems as well, because I don't think we're going to have too much trouble affording them. Emerald cut moss opals, opals, jades, cabochons, yellow diamonds. Did we buy their blocks just for fun? Just for shits and giggles? I don't think we need blocks, do we? We'll be able to knock those out pretty fast. We don't need glass. We've got plenty of opportunity to make glass. We will buy clay, just to build up our stocks of clay. Does clay loan, is that for potting and stuff, or am I going bonkers here? I won't buy any more ropes. I've bought ropes already. Might be handy to have some silk to hand, though. Well, I don't think we can revert ropes to silk. You won't get a guild until you have a few with the skill. I think I made... they do start training. I've done it. I've definitely done it in the last fortress. We set it up and they started training like... oh, hang on. Maybe I had an armourer's guild requested. We'll see. We'll see. We'll get that made up. We will end up doing this stuff. A Sasquatch leather water skin. Wow. Big part of my childhood was David Suchet, the actor who famously portrayed Poirot on British television in Bigfoot and the Hendersons, going, Sasquatch! Anyone remember that film? John Lithgow at his prime. Well, no, he's never left. He's always been in his prime, hasn't he? Very good actor. Waterskin, a Clayscone Sisal. I believe we've seen the Sisal, the Elop, the Turil, and the Burris before. The Lushob, the Dakon, the Ron, the Elop, the Ron, the Lushob. No new musical instruments. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, hang on. I don't think we've seen a Remrit before. Remrit's new. Let's have a look at the Remrit. This is a well-crafted iron Remrit. The Remrit is a large handheld wind instrument consisting of 13 adjacent conical metal pipes. The musician blows through the double reed in each pipe. The instrument has a 3.5 octave range, going from an extremely low to a middle pitch. The instrument has a sharp, strong, fluid timbre, so it's a 13 conical pipe panpipe. 13 conical panpipes. And it's strong, fluid, and sharp. Extremely low to a middle pitch. Okay. Yes, Harry and the Hendersons. That was the TV series. That was. Or was it? Was Harry? No, it was Bigfoot and the Hendersons was the film, and Harry and the Hendersons was the TV series. You know, the guy in the suit in that film was the same guy in the suit from Predator. Amazing, right? Amazing that one man could be such a terrifying beast and such a lovable giant. Incredible stuff. So where was I? Let's get the old pitch shifter ready, because I feel like if we're going from a low to a middle pitch, we're going to need to dip this down. I'm not going to dip it as hard as before, and we're going to leave it on a pretty medium moistness. We're not going to have it dry, we're not going to have it wet, we're going to have both coming through. And now I'm going to attempt to depict the sound of the Remrit. Here we go. It's like a conical panpipes. There we go. Is that any good? Was that worth it? Was that worth the price of entry? I'm not sure. All I'm sure of is that I am powerfully moistened by the heat in this room. Very hot. Very hot. There we go. Let's have a nice little musical instrument. I think we might buy it. Should we buy all the musical instruments they've brought? Because they've brought quite a few. Remrit Turtle. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just go nuts. We don't need them yet, but we can stockpile them. We can make a musical instrument stockpile and just bang them in there. Hang on. Didn't buy the Remrit. That was close. Don't really want toys, knickknacks, gewgaws, all that kind of stuff. Very unnecessary. We don't need any animals, really, unless they've got something truly exciting. Bulls, donkeys, reindeer cows, yak bulls, dogs, drakes, boars, blue peacocks, blah, blah, blah. Rabbits, Christ, don't want those. End up with a population explosion straight away. They've got some different boozes. Let's buy some booze. Let's get, seeing as we're not making a whole heap of different stuff, let's get, where was it? I saw some rum. I'm pretty sure I saw rum. Milk? No, we're fine for that. Rum. There we go. Dwarven rum. Rum, fine. Ale, looks good. Horse milk? No, thanks. Syrup, venom. Almond wood. Cow's milk. Ale, beer, good. Ale, rum, happy with that. Rum. Rum, rabbit, rum, rum. You're only a tiny creature, you'll be pissed when you come. Where are we going here? Wood buckets. Don't need buckets, we can make those. Then again, how many buckets have we got on hand? Let's just buy a few, just for keeping the stocks up. Training swords, weapons, no. Let's not start buying those, because we can be training up our lads making those nice and quick. Iron battle axes, steel crossbows, bronze pixes, blah blah blah. Pixes? Pixes. There we go. Silver battle axe, bronze battle axe, pigtail tunics, breastplates, Moldog leather tunics, low boots, copper low boots, koala leather shoes. Oh, we do need to get shoes together for our dwarves, don't we? That'll be a nice use for our leather stockpiles. Steel helms, pigtail, copper right gauntlet. Damn, they've got a lot of crap. Creatures of cachamot leather bags, hazelwood chest, dimple cut spawn bags. You know what? I'm going to... No, cancel. Shit. I thought S was search, but it's not. It's C's. Let's do Q for a search. I'm going to buy all their sand and their clay. So sandy clay. Oh, that's already selected. If I type sand space Q space bag, there we go. Let's buy all the sandbags. Delightful. Clear the search. Let's also buy. Let's check we've got all the bars. What? Bars. There we go. We have got all the bars. Let's get all the rum. Got all the rum. Got all the rum. Ale. Got all the ale. Got all the beer. No, we haven't got all the beer. Got all the beer. What have we done? Wine? Brandy? Nope, no brandy. We've got all the sand. Have we got all the clay? We have nearly all of the clay, apart from the claystone blocks, which we don't really want, and some of this silty clay. Nice. Okay, so we've looked for booze, we've looked for sand, we've looked for clay. Can't think of anything else. Let's go down to the bottom and start looking at the various books that might be available. What have we got? Parchment sheets, sure. Books, not so much. We have a few books. Let's check up one page and see if we've got anything on the page above. Oh, the food as well. We need to get the food. If I go up and I'll just bulk select all the food when I see it. Caper berries, plump helmets. Yeah, they've got loads. Prepared wolf spleen, table cut tiger eye. Oh, the anvils. I forgot about those as well. Holy shit. There we go. And then we come down to get all the sweetbreads, intestines, almond meat, plump helmets, raspberries, muskmelons. Oh, hang on. We've gone way over and got loads of thread. That's fine. Oh, we should probably buy some silk thread, shouldn't we? Q. S-I-L-K space T-H-R. There we go. Let's buy up a load of thread so if we need it we can make stuff. Cool. What else do we want? Maybe it was a North American thing. The film was called Harry here, was it? Oh, I thought it's called Bigfoot and the Hendersons in the UK. I am not okay with the amount of Harold Shipman cult followers in chat. We should ban everyone named Harold. Oh my goodness. Bold actions. I don't think Harold Beaver's on that meme. I think Harold Beaver is a play on the term Harry Beaver, which sounds like hairy beaver, which means a lady's sexual socket. Surrounded by hair. Oh, I've disgusted myself. Oh, those words tasted bad in my mouth, but they do have a certain ring to them, don't they? Excuse me. Shame that venom can't be used for Witcher-style weaponol. I would like to be able to use venom, but it's a thing. Do you have yarn? It's a mood item. Sorry, Harold. I do apologise. And if your real name is actually Harold Beaver, first, why are you doxing yourself? And secondly, holy shit, I'm so sorry. Well, and it's interchangeable, because there's a couple of different sex sockets, right? You don't have to use sex socket number 1, my favourite. You can use many others, with permission, obviously. Never without permission. Always with permission. Be very careful about that. It's well, no, don't be careful. Be sure of it. be careful sounds like you're trying to get away with something, and don't try and get away with anything sexy. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. You don't want someone ripping off your mask and you having to say, I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for all those damn kids. Ooh, you might even get murdered. You might even get suicide in prison. And meeting with the local council. Exciting stuff. Exciting stuff. I await further information. There was a guy in our school. In our school, we had a phone book next to the payphone, and there was a guy in the phone book whose surname was Bastard, and he got rung every day for months. It was unbelievable. They eventually took the payphone out of the lobby of the school, and the kids had no access to phones until mobile phones became a thing, which didn't happen until I left school. Did I have one? I don't think I got a mobile phone until after I was out of school, sometime around 1998, something like that. I'm not sure. He eventually had his name changed to Harold in subsequent books. I don't know what happened to Mr. Bastard, but Mr. Bastard was very unhappy. I never prank called him, but I definitely saw people like bent over with laughter in the foyer of the school, and then running when a teacher came. That was definitely a thing. So hang on, I got distracted, wasn't I? What are we looking for? We've got bags. We bought sand, silk, yarn. You said we wanted. Excuse me. Let's do yarn. Perfect. There we go. Do I also buy cloth and leather bins? Let's search on bin. Oh, they've only brought one cloth bin. That's quite unusual. Okay. We've already spent 20 grand, which isn't even one bin of balls. Look at that, 23 grand. We can just sell that, get everything we've bought it already. Boughted? Ordered? Boughted? Oh no, I fucking boughted it. Peregrine falcon parchment sheet? No. Goat parchment, kakapo parchment. Oh yeah, I was going to look page up, see if there's any books here, wasn't I? Cheese. We could buy lots of cheese. Fuck it, we've got a load of cheese. We can make cheese. We probably don't need cheese. Let's just look at these last few pages. The mystery of the water cycle. Ooh. There is no mystery about my water cycle. It's coming out of my skin and I need a pee. That's the facts. This is a giant chinchilla parchment scroll. The rollers are made from stibnite. Written on the item is a manual entitled The Mystery of the Water Cycle. It concerns a worldwide cycle involving precipitation, oceans, rivers, and other forms of water. Overall, the prose is great. Let's buy it. Let's buy all the books. Steel Dacon strings, not much use to us. Do you know the flask? This has better be about alcoholism. It's got a big chance to make a big statement. This is a cavefish parchment scroll. The rollers are made from This object is adorned with hanging rings of finely crafted ginkgo wood and menaces with spikes of ostrich bone. Written on the item is a manual entitled Do You Know the Flask? Authored by Onal Dusksilvers. It concerns the construction and use of the flask. Overall, the prose is not awful, but it's not very good either. Oh well. Well, no, I won't. I'll buy it anyway. Elot body. The Pursuit of the Pulley. This is a well-crafted ostrich parchment scroll. The rollers are made from chert. Written on the item is a manual entitled The Pursuit of the Pulley, authored by Sodel Packcloisters. It concerns the reasons why pulleys are effective. Overall, the prose is splendid, and here's me thinking it was some form of hookup artist nonsense written in baby language. And then you look her in the eye and you neg her. Fuck off, you silly tit. Kaolinite bookcase, hornblende altar, Dacon sound chest, Elot strings, a long die. Ooh, fancy stretched out dice. Or die, rather, that makes more sense. Bag. Commentary on fairness. Oh god, here we go. This is a porcupine parchment scroll. The rollers are made from serpentine. On the item is a well-designed image of a dimple cup in porcupine bone. Written on the item is an essay entitled Commentary on Fairness, authored by Ficod Room Throwers. It concerns the worthlessness of fairness. Oh, here we go. The writing is forceful. Overall, the prose is great. Yes, okay. I feel like I've seen these kind of people talking like this on the internet somewhere. Screws and other topics. Let's have a look. What have we got over here? Picked up a tip from another stream. Wood pots. They do most things that barrels do. Same carry volume, less weight. Ah, okay. Oh. Well, we'll look into that. Wooden pots. Or maybe we'll just do stone pots, because we've got so much fucking stone. Have you read this one? No. This is a well-crafted, giant, hoary marmot parchment scroll. The rollers are made from marble. Written on the item is a manual entitled Screws and Other Topics, authored by Melville Cavetame. It concerns the construction and use of the screw. The writing contains some asides related to the author's preferences. Overall, the prose is passable. Super heavy. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But wood, not an infinite resource. Also unavailable if we get locked off from the surface. Then again, do I really care about that? Because then we can just switch to stone pots at that point, can't we? Maybe I'll do that. It is the course of disease. Very topical. This is a giant leopard parchment scroll. The rollers are made from magnetite. This object menaces with spikes of well-crafted cave spider silk. Written on the item is a manual entitled It is the Course of Disease, authored by Kel Blizzard Cloisters. It concerns determining the likely outcome given a patient's current status. The writing has a very serious tone. Overall, the prose is passable. Very exciting. Medical tomes, good. Rock salt sisal case, The Pursuit of the Funnel, heavens above. This is a giant peregrine falcon parchment scroll. The rollers are made from bituminous coal. Written on the item is a manual entitled The Pursuit of the Funnel, not the Funeral. It concerns the construction and use of the funnel. Overall, the prose is amateurish at best. It's in our library anyway. Doubts about the water cycle. Holy shit. The water cycle deniers are starting to appear in Dwarven history. This is a giant ibex parchment scroll. It is decorated with ibex bone. The rollers are made from selenite. This object is adorned with hanging rings of pearwood. On the item is an image of square, brilliant cut gems in dog bone. Written on the item is a manual entitled Doubts About the Water Cycle, authored by Egel Clinchgrasping. It concerns a worldwide cycle involving precipitation, oceans, rivers, and other forms of water. The writing is forceful. Overall, the prose is not awful, but not very good either. Okay, so we've got the water cycle crowd and the water cycle deniers. Interesting. How many codices have we got? Only a few. Let's take a look at this Cinnabar-bound codex. What is chat saying? Didn't even know a funnel was a thing. Yeah, can we build funnels in this? That's right. Evaporation? No way. The world is round and stuff nothing evaporates. Stuff nothing evaporates? That doesn't make any sense. And why would I say the world is... Never mind. Let's not look too deep into what I said, and let's just enjoy the text on the screen. This is a Cinnabar-bound codex. The written portion consists of a 62-page manual entitled Of the Pulley. It concerns construction and use of the pulley. The writing is quite cruel. Overall, the prose is passable. If you don't use pulleys, you're a fucking idiot and you deserve to be killed. Pulley virgins, disgusting. Get a pulley. Is that what they mean by cruel? Or is it, first you tie the top end of the creature to the pulley, then you tie the bottom end of the creature to another pulley, and then you pull the ropes that go through the pulleys and stretch out the victim. That sounds cruel. That's pretty cruel. Maybe that's what it is. Cruel pulley writing. An andesite-bound codex. Mr. Andesite. This is an andesite-bound codex. The written portion consists of a one-page manual entitled Question Biographies, authored by Kubuk Fortress Autumn. It concerns the method of compiling several biographies to compare and contrast the subjects, character, and to gain insight into history. The writing is quite cruel. Overall, the prose is masterful. Oh dear. It looks like we've got a few cruel authors knocking around. There's a literary trend taking place. A chromite-bound codex. This is a well-crafted, chromite-bound codex. The written portion consists of a one-page manual entitled Of Trade. It's entitled Of Trade, authored by Onol Leafletter. It concerns the process of economic data collection. The writing is quite florid. Overall, the prose is not awful, but not very good either. Pardon me. Hiccuping and burping at the same time. If I could just fart as well, I'd get the triple. Allanite-bound codex. This is an Allanite-bound codex. The written portion consists of a one-page manual entitled Inquiries on Flotation, authored by Stasos Klintschkurs. It concerns a precise description of buoyancy and water displacement. The writing is throughout ornate and refined, yet it has a hint of viciousness to it. Overall, the prose is passable. Here we go. This is a slightly better version of the current trend in dwarven literature. A pudding-stone-bound codex. Sure. This is a pudding-stone-bound codex. It is studded with black bronze and decorated with foxbone. Sounds fancy. On the item is a finely designed image of the contemptible throne, the gold grate in applewood. It's an item that was made in our fortress. The written portion consists of a 121-page guide entitled First Your Bathes, Then the World, authored by Olon Ernwashed. It concerns the monastery Your Bathes. The writing is clearly organised, and it contains some asides related to the author's preferences. Overall, the prose is passable. I didn't even know monasteries were a thing in this. Live and learn. And then it's all parchment sheets down to the bottom of the page, and you can't read a blank parchment sheet. So, we have 23,000, 159 profit. Probably isn't going to cut the mustard for our trade partners here, so I'm not going to go for 42 grand. I'm just going to come down here, give them 5 or 6 grand profit. It's a lot, but fuck it, we're rich. And then we will press T for trade. Are you sure you want to trade the selected goods? Yes, I am. Coulette seems pleased with the trading. Good, good. Let's get out of here. Actually, let's also free up Sal from the fortress, the trade depot, so she can get back to her hobby / semi-professional efforts at baby making. Semi-professional? That implies some sort of prostitution going on, which is not the thing I was trying to imply. I was going more for baby making, actual, functional sex, rather than just non-functional sex? You know what I mean. You could gift him a masterwork. If they leave ecstatic, they bring loads more next time. Oh. There's going to be quite a few masterworks in that trade. Maybe I'll do that, maybe I'll... Next time we'll do gifting. This time, they've had their trade. They'll come back with lots of shit anyway. Next time, we'll do gifting and give them all sorts of crazy crap. Oh, look at this. The microcline is all getting moved. This bit's here. That's going to get shifted, but everything else... There's a few bits and bobs around here, but we're doing well. Oh, Edem's had a baby girl. It's the mayor. The mayor's given birth. Congratulations, mayor. Not as exciting as Sal, but, a baby's a baby. It's all good. Hello, Wise Reaption 101. Wise Reaption? Is that how it's pronounced? Have I got that right? Oh, I'm glad you like it. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. I'm actually about to take a break. It's 4 minutes past 2 in the morning here in the UK, and I am a sweaty boy right now. I need to go and open a window and get myself some drinks, and also do the opposite of having a drink. I need a bit of a whittle, bit of a wee, bit of a pee, if you don't mind the language. And if you do mind the language, then I'm afraid you're going to have to fuck off, because it will get a lot worse. It'll get a lot worse than that. So I'm going to be taking a break in a minute or two, which will leave you, unfortunately, abandoned in chat for a good 5 or 10 minutes. But you know what? Hopefully you'll still be there when I'm done. The merchants from Alath Zagod have embarked on their journey. How come your Discord is spamming my computer? Is it? It shouldn't be. Let me have a little look. Discord. What's going on in here? Oh, the welcome's going nuts. Healthy Harold, Venoid, someone with a Cyrillic name, AK Hunter, Jim Boney. Am I looking in the right stream? Holy shit, 46 people have joined the Discord. That's a lot of people. That's a large number of people coming in. I would say hello to everybody, but you know what? I'm probably doxing people in chat. Well, not doxing, but calling out lurkers. And that is considered a general faux pas in the world of streaming. If people follow and don't say anything in chat, what you're supposed to do is go, thank you very much, thank you for the follow, like it, thank you, and then not read their name out, because otherwise, they might assume that's some kind of forceful call to action to respond in chat, and they shouldn't be forced to do that. This is a masterwork piss break. All fluid is of the highest quality. To be honest, I am concerned that the jet ejected from my my P-jet is going to be strong enough to cut through the bog bowl. I suspect we may end up with 2 pieces of finely crafted ceramic on the floor with a big puddle. Oh, Erman the Woodcrafter has been found dead. Oh, that poxy vampire. We really should lock him up, shouldn't we? And can I be bothered to lock the vampire up just yet? Who's sleeping on the bed in the vampire? Lock and get out! Let's move the vampire. Let's get him in there. S, he's in the golden bows. He's the only one. God, I forgot. We've only got 2 people in the boots of clarifying. And we haven't had a migration wave this stream, have we? Ah, we need to build levers, don't we? Build trap component lever. Here we go. Let's bung 1 lever here. There we go. And then another lever there. And then another lever there. And another lever there. And I know that's a lot of levers, but I'm going to make them for each of these doors so we can very precisely control access and egress from the vampire quarters. That's my plan. That's the dream. Hey, he did it. The vampire did it in the fucking dormitory. He's going to get justice if he's not careful. I mean, we're only keeping him around because vampires have potential value. Potential value to the fortress. And if he keeps swanning around in public, draining blood, we're going to have a hard time covering for his crimes. We can't always have people to pin the blame on. Pin the blame on? Pin the blame on. Patsies and scapegoats. Lead bars. Okay, this is the generic bar stockpile. It's fine. It's fine. The traders have been. People should be bringing lead down here. That's good. That's good. We've got a lot of anvils, haven't we? I feel like it might be time to produce a speciality anvil stockpile. Let's do a little stock take. Just see how many anvils we've got. 33. So I'm thinking, it looks like anvils can't go into bins. So maybe we need to start melting some anvils or putting in some more workshops. We don't really actually have any practical use for them, do we? Okay. I think they're furniture, so I'll make a stockpile over here, and we will put them over here, maybe? No. Let's say... Do I want to put it in the bars and blocks room, or... You know what? Let's just make sure that is a furniture stockpile. It is a furniture stockpile. And then do we just make another big generic furniture stockpile over here just to clear some space out? Because we haven't really thought about organising all this crap. Let's do it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say load, save settings, generic furniture. I can't bother to spell the full word. And then we're going to come down here and we're going to say P, U, we're going to make a stockpile. That, and click on it, and we're going to say L, load. Where is it? Did I? Oh, there we go, generic firm, there we go. Boom. Hello, there's some presets here. Magma safe stone, no ores, metals, no ores. Oh, okay. Gems rough of various types. Maybe we'll look into this later. Generic furnace. There we go. Bang. Which means this stockpile should now be furniture and not take floodgates, doors, mechanisms, blah, 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 blah. Lovely. Lovely. Very lovely indeed. Now, are we moving the mechanics? Because I've got a lot of masons here, I've got a lot of craftsdwarf workshops here, I've got my carpenter. The mechanics all the way up here in the early days fortress setting. I'm not sure. Do we want to bring him down, or what's the deal? What's the deal? I don't know. Maybe we'll just let it play out for a minute. We'll let all this stuff that should be going in here get overflown into here, and then we'll have a better idea of what's going on. Ideally, if I was going to move the mechanics workshop, I'd move it down here. Why is this slab not being moved? Is that forbidden? It's not forbidden, it's just sitting there for no reason. Oh, that could be a single stockpile square, couldn't it? Let's just carefully check that that area's had stockpiles removed from underneath it. I may have mistakenly not removed one previously. Let's also forbid and unforbid the... Excuse me. Okay. There's a door here as well. Why is that door there? I suppose we could bung some doors in, couldn't we? It looks like we've got loads of empty spaces that could stand to have a door in, right? Oh, hello, look, they've got the levers in place almost. This is good. I like this. Okay, so hang on. Add, link up a door. D. So this one, obviously... Oh, Christ. That's a lot of doors. Oh. What door's that? Keep going down. Keep... is that one of these? No? I have spotted a flaw in the... there we go. That one. Okay, they're near the bottom. That's good. So let's make it out of those mechanisms. Let's go to this one and link up a door, and then from the bottom we go to that one. Good. Let's take that one, and then we'll go finally to this one. Add door from the bottom. That one. And then we only have 3 left. That's all cool. Okay, so we're going to have control over access and egress to the vampire quarters. That's good. That's very, very good. So, what are we doing next? Oh, Tidy's made a masterpiece. Oh, Druid's Meat's throwing a tantrum. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We've got 2 people in a very bad mood, and I don't know why. Let's have a little diagnostic moment, shall we? Let's refer to the mental health manual and see why these people are peeved. If I sort by happiness, come down here. Here's Druid's Mead, very much in the grip of a fugue, very unhappy. Frustration after a lack of decent meals, unable to practice a craft. Are you? You're not a miner. Why have you? I mean, oh, you haven't got a craft that you can practice because you're shit. Sorry, Druid's Mead. don't mean to insult you personally, but unfortunately, that seems to be the case. And this one here, Vukar, uncreative, boredom, unable to pray, loneliness after being away from people, blah blah blah. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure the root cause of this unhappiness, but we'll try and ameliorate it somehow. Can we get these 2 working on something? What do you do again, Druid's Mead? You're a trapper. You know what? I think we're going to repurpose you. You're going to be a masonry person. You're going to start being a mason. Read, bang. Go start making blocks. Hopefully that will cheer you up. Although you are currently in a tantrum, so... what about Vukar? Also in a tantrum. What do you do? You're a farmer. Not happy with farming, eh? You're a very good farmer, though. I mean, you're also a really good gelder. But unfortunately, we're not really gelding any animals at the moment because we do want population increase. I'm going to give you stone crafting, and maybe that'll cheer you up a bit. Probably not. Seems like an unlikely, hyper-optimistic position to take. But whatever. Yes, the idlers are miners with no hauling. That is correct. And I should be giving them something to do, shouldn't I? How about... Do we expand out our production zone to start putting in new exciting opportunities? I mean, what can we make? We've got metals, glass, ceramics. We've got stone. We've got generic craft. We've got wood. Let's see what workshops are available. Leatherworks, got that. Clothiers, bowers. Metalsmith, we've already got the magma version. Jeweller's workshop, we've got one of those, but it's not particularly active. Masons, butchers, tanners. Any of these not got siege workshop? Mechanics workshop. A still. farmer's workshop, kitchen. We don't have a kitchen. I mean, people are getting a bit peeved about food, and it's not like we don't have any. Let's bang a kitchen in. We should put it in the dining hall, really, but do we make a separate area? It's not time for that yet. It's not time. I'm putting the kitchen in here. I'm going to put it down here where they're all gathered, just to break up this little meeting, and then we'll start them making nice food. Hopefully we've got some decent cooks. I'm going to check. Let's sort by nothing and then see who's got cooking skill. I still haven't taken that break, have I? We've got 2 people, Hibernoe and Ravelin, both good cookers. Very good cookers. Hibernoe is also a legendary blacksmith now, though. Do we really want to take him out of the blacksmithing arena? I'm not sure we do. I'm not sure that's something we want to do. Regardless, I feel like it's probably a good opportunity here to take a break. It looks like most of the microcline in the fortress has been placed in the dump zone. Maybe not here. Is this also a dump zone? I think it is, isn't it? Let's X remove the zones, and we'll remove any zones there. That's ideal. We'll also remove any zones in here because we don't want any dumping going on here. It does look like we've got a bit of microcline sitting there, doesn't it? What's that? Is that forbidden? It's all forbidden. Huh. Okay. DBC. Reclaim. I could have sworn that we reclaimed all this crap, but no, apparently not. Apparently not. We didn't do it through the menu. Maybe I need to be a little bit more... Now that we've actually got someone in to do it, that might make more sense. So go to stocks. We'll do a search for... E. There we go. Microcline. No, I've done that wrong, haven't I? There we go, microcline. 241. That's got to be in the zone, right? Unforbid that. Oh, sorry, unforbid, not undump. Okay, that's in a job and an inventory. That's fine. That's being dumped. That's good. Okay, that should be right. Let's watch them spring into action, hauling that microcline. That's the ideal scenario, anyway. The ideal outcome. And then once they've got all the microcline in place, can I tell how much microcline is in this square? Oh, that's a lot of microcline. Oh, page up just moves diagonally. You bastard. I wasn't expecting that. It looks like the majority of the fortress's microcline is in there, right? DBC. Let's reclaim everything under that square. There we go. Lovely. Mining, that was it. I didn't want my miners being useless. We haven't really got the option. We can't really start mining our ores just yet. We don't really have the movement capacity. We're busy sorting our stone out. So anything I mine really should be practical rather than, resource acquisitive. Nothing there. We could start digging out more bedrooms. The miners aren't also set to be smoothers and engravers. That's a different set of dwarves. I should probably start doing that as well, though. You're bang on there. Let's get these offices smoothed. Designate smooth. Here we go. Let's just designate this area for a good old smootheroonie. There we go. And maybe let's ignore the dining hall for now. But it might be nice to get all of the industrial zone smoothed, maybe? It's not going to be smooth properly though, is it? Everywhere we've built stuff is going to be... Forget about it. Is the kitchen in place yet? That's what's important. No. Needs cooking. We definitely have cooks in the fortress. Oh look, the clay! The clay's actually started being moved into place. Oh, the clay is actually like a stone. It takes up... You can't bin it. Ah. Now, this could be a problem. Let's have a look at our magma kilns and see what's available to use it up. We can collect clay, we can make instrument pieces, clay jugs, bricks, statues, pots, crafts and hives. But we can't make any of this crap yet because apparently there's intermediate objects to make. We could just do clay crafts to level them up. Or we could start making lots of clay jugs. Does that sound good? Are your artifacts on display? Much mood to be gained? No, they're not. We could actually add some value to our what's his names as well. We've got the two things: the untamed chapel for that cult that settled, and then the birth of Earth, the Farmers Guild. Yeah, Farmers Guild. It's a meeting place. It gets more value later on. I can put some tables in, right? BT. Let's put a few tables in the Farmers Guild first. That'll be nice, won't it? Bang. Let's have a look. What have we got? What's a fancy table? There's a nice table. Let's also put another table in. Bang. X. That's a nice table. It's two of those. Two nice tables and two nice chairs. That seems a bit of a... Oh, I don't actually have that many chairs. Huh, okay. We'll put some not quite so great chairs in. There we go. Lovely. That should raise the guild hall's value. Is that a gobbo? We've got a goblin. Bax Buroxos. Oh, the guild representative. I remember you turning up. Exciting stuff. We need to get more crap out of the trade depot. It looks like that's all clay and... Oh, books! Yes! We need some kind of storage space for books. I think they're finished goods, right? Books are finished goods. So what I'm going to do is... Oh no, wait, we've got a generic finished goods stockpile here that doesn't seem to be acquiring books. What do they... where do books come into it? No, codices, tools, splints, crutches, etc, etc, etc. Totems, toys, goblets, chains, flasks. Maybe it is time to start digging out a library. Okay, let's designate more bedrooms to be dug, even though the vampire currently prohibits their use. Well, I mean, he's not prohibiting, he's just making them awkward. Actually, you know what? Let's go over here. I'm going to dig off some little... oh no, I don't want to dig bedrooms too close to the workshops, because they'll have a right old tiz if it gets too noisy, won't they? They won't like it. And again, if I just... Because how many workers could we potentially have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12... Whoa, what happened there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 18. We could have potentially 18... Ooh. Oh, Einjar Gerald, the Avalitas, the Mason, has withdrawn from society. Very exciting. So potentially we could have 18, 19, 20 people working in this area. So if I provide 20 bedrooms for those particular people over here, we can sort of limit the amount of movement they make around the fortress, can't we? He's taken a mason's workshop. To be expected. He is, after all, a mason. And here he goes off to get some stones. Very exciting. The number of idlers is creeping up a little bit, which indicates we may have moved all of the microcline. And look what he's gone for. He's gone straight for the old microcline. Very exciting. Do we want to make a schist and allanite and granite stockpile now? Maybe we should do that. And again, maybe we should start displaying our artifacts. Then again, the fortress isn't quite at the place where I want to start displaying yet. I want more fancy fortress shit going on. This is our starter fortress. I intend to get all the stuff going, and then we're going to move it into fancier, more elaborate surroundings, I think. So, Chunky was saying go deep as well. Maybe we should go for a bit of depth and start digging out a bit lower. That makes sense. You know what? I'm going to go right down to the lowest depth. And we're going to start doing a little diggerine. Oh no, that's going to expose tons and tons of ore that's going to need hauling up to the surface, isn't it? That's going to jam the works up pretty badly. A lot of pathing down deep. And we're already on 53 frames a second. We aren't on the highest frame budget right now, are we? Oh, he's begun the mysterious construction. You didn't even see what he was gathering. It's not going to be anything too exciting. A mason doesn't really make exciting stuff, but we shall see. An artifact door could be quite nice. It looks like the carpenter's no longer making bins. Is there a reason for that? Because the order's been suspended. And do we have? No, we've got no bins. Oh, we also have no wood. That is also an issue. Then again, we could start making metal bins, couldn't we? And that is going to level our lads up. That's going to level our lads up pretty quickly, thinking about it. maybe, let's bung in here, we'll make some copper bins, just for the sake of storage. It's furniture. We're going to make them out of copper, and we're going to make bins near the bottom there. Bosh. Alt-W. There we go. Yes, please. And I'm going to say we want bin of copper. Bin of any material. Bang. 5 to 10 bins of any material. How does that sound? How does that sound? Because that sounds to me like if we go over to here and go down to the wooden bins, say Alt-W, and then we cancel the order for 2 to 5 bins of any wood, right? Yeah. Or not, because we can't. Cancel. There we go. And we come out of there. And we go in there. And now we add bin, question mark. Add wooden bin. Where is the bin? Is it VN? Bin. There we go. Alt-W, press Y to repeat, and shit, there it is again. Okay, so I can't... Oh, it's Shift-X. Really delete current constraint? Yes, there we go. So now the carpenter and the metalsmith can make bins either out of copper... Wait, no. Okay, I see the problem here. I've said they can make bins out of... Oh no, just copper bins. So if I put just copper bins, but the stockpile is for any material, will they start making gold bins? Or not? I'm looking at presents for my 3-year-old nephew. Jesus, Duplo is more expensive than Lego, heavens above. Must be the size of the crucifix and the extra Roman soldier figures. My goodness, they're going to go for a crucifixion scene in Duplo. That's going to end up pretty big. It's going to end up pretty huge. I had a little bit of a mind-blowing revelation the other day. I realised that Duplo actually normal Lego fits on Duplo. They work together. So if you want to make really huge blocks and stuff, you can, or really huge objects, you can use Duplo to bulk out your brick count, or minimise your brick count, I suppose, and bulk out the volume per brick. It's very good. Very exciting news. I was ecstatic to discover it. And it's a good reason not to chuck out all the old Duplo we've got. Ein Jahr Gerhard Alabatat. The Mason has created Samanuma, a microcline armour stand. He claims it as an heirloom in the name of the family ancestor, Etor Ragrounded. Let's have a little look at that then. Samanuma, Griffin Blushed, a microcline armour stand. Not that valuable. This is a microcline armour stand. All crafts dwarfship is of the highest quality. It is encrusted with oval microcline cabochons and encircled with bands of round microcline cabochons. On the item is an image of tapered baguette-cut gems in microcline. On the item is an image of Datan Oily Mint, the dwarf, and dwarves in copper. Datan Oily Mint is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the ascension of the dwarf necromancer Datan Oily Mint to the position of Queen of the Bolt of Gripping in the midsummer of 470, during the overthrow of the Bolt of Gripping in Spire Irons. Oh, exciting. Well, it's got a lot of history on it. What a wonderful item. Although, you know what? Meh. I'm not that excited by... what even was it? I can't remember. Armour stand. Nah. Maybe we'll have our... special lads. I know, right? I know. I presume you can only be responding to my revelation about Duplo, but yeah, it fits on. It fits on. A little square block, a 4-stud square block Lego thing is perfect to go over a single stud on a Duplo block. Likewise, the 8 studs. It all fits. It's amazing. My brain went. Okay, it looks like we're actually banging out quite a few bins here, which is nice. The copper bins are starting to take up the slack where the wood wasn't really an option. We could start making copper cages as well, which would also be suitable for justice, but we're not low on cages. Speaking of which, I need to put a stockpile in for cages, don't I? Oh, excuse my farty bum. P is an animal stockpile, isn't it, for cages? And I've made 10. I've got a stockpile of 10, so we're looking like that. All the way across for 10. Click there. S. Animals. U for empty cages. Oh, hang on. If we say D to disable, no, we've got to enable it. How do we... B, block all, U for empty cages, bang, lovely. And then this little stockpile, which isn't actually a stockpile, it's just where the stockpile was, should end up getting moved over here. Has our kitchen been built? Dwarf Fortress says, fuck you. Okay, maybe not yet, but it's good, it's good, it's good. We've spotted some issues that needed dealing with, and now they're being dealt with, it's good. Bins are going into stockpiles, things are getting more efficient. It's lovely. It's lovely. We have still only got 5 idlers, so it means everybody's got jobs going. I don't know what people are doing though. People are falling asleep on the floor here. I feel like having 67 dwarves and then a dormitory with clearly not that many beds. Oh, maybe we do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 24, 48. Yeah, we've got fucking 67 beds, right? Ish. I mean, they'd love bedrooms, I understand. That'd be great. But, you know, it is it is like vampire time. And we don't want to get done over by a sudden surge of people being drained like Capri Sun, do we? Okay, it looks like they've moved most of the microcline. Oh, they still haven't moved this shit over here. Why is that not getting moved? Is it not dumped? Because we do need to remove this dump. Otherwise, what? Sheep wool cloaks? Oh no, don't put clothes in the dump. Not clothes. Why would we want clothes in there? I don't want sheep wool trousers in my microcline pile. They've also got rhyolite quartzite. What the fuck is going on here? No, this is supposed to be just microcline. You said Vampire Time like it's a new hit game show. Welcome to Vampire Time. Time to guess which of the people behind this screen is suitable for a lovely date and which is going to drain your blood. Creepy. Right, I feel like we've moved all the microcline, right? Is that even thing? Yeah. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say P, I'm going to say S. I'm going to get a stone stockpile here, and I'm going to make it 2 by 2. And in that stone stockpile, I am going to allow nothing but microcline. You see where I'm going here, of course. S, stone, forbid, 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 forbid. And where is microcline? Is it in there? No. Is it in here? No. Is it in here? Must be. No. Oh, hang on, search. MICR. There we go, microcline. Bang. Microcline is now allowed in that area. Also, I'm going to say I, remove zones, X. Going to get rid of that as a dumping zone so they stop dumping their stupid other stuff in there. And now, hopefully, they'll start moving some of this spare microcline over there, which they won't do because, obviously, why would they do that? They weren't doing it before, they're not going to do it now, are they? Is there any way I can have a stockpile for crap clothes? Worn clothes. That feels like a thing, and then we can make it like a trade stockpile. Let's give it a go. P. Clothing? Is there a clothing stockpile? I'm going to guess it's under cloth. We're going to do a stockpile about yay big. Just randomly sized like that. We're going to click on it. We're going to press S. And we're going to go down to cloth and say... No, it's not that. Disable. Is it finished goods? Enable? I think DF Hack is auto-dumping worn clothes. Yeah, that's a problem, because I don't want those clothes ruining my lovely dumping quantum stockpile. Oh, look, they are moving the microcline over to the stockpile. That's kind of nice. Lovely. Doesn't look like I can actually make a stockpile for warm clothes. Seems like I've made a bit of an oversight. In fact, let's get rid of that stockpile, because it doesn't actually do anything right now. There we go. Also, it's fucking 2:30 in the morning. I need to take a quick break, go to the toilet, and then we'll have at least half an hour of stream after that. Maybe a little longer, but I can't say for sure. Oh, for fuck's sake, someone else is throwing a tantrum. It's the same two people over and over again. Druid's Mead, sort yourself out. And Mistem, whoever you are, sort yourself out, little dwarvy bastard. Go on, sort yourself out. While we're here, let's do a quick save and pause the old swerver and go over to the home screen. Those of you... Oh, hello. Hello. Those of you who are here, you don't have to stay. You can toddle off if you want, go and watch something else. Up to you, but, you know, I'd love it if you stayed. I'm going to be about 5, possibly up to 10 minutes. I'm going to get myself a snack, grab a drink, go to the toilet and check my kids are asleep, because there's a chance they've switched the laptop on cheekily and are watching Netflix while mummy sleeps, so might have to put an end to that. I'll be back shortly, and I'm going to put an artifact in the Moody Boys' rooms. If they had rooms, I might. That could be a problem. We see we've been avoiding making rooms for people due to the vampire, but we'll see how it works out. Thank you for watching up until now. I'll be back in about 5 to 10, and hopefully, while I'm gone, you will enjoy this music from my good friend, Sinister Elements. Please enjoy. See you in a little while. Bye!